Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, yes!
Unfortunately, no D Mills today. It's been a weird month on Numbers on the Board. I guess last 2 weeks you were in Jamaica, you had surgery. Now D Mills gave us a guarantee last week that he would be on today's episode, and his guarantees never become guarantees.
Not at all.
So next episode, you gonna be gone.
Let's hope not. Knock on wood, because I want to avoid all sickness. Even though my kids
you
were
ain't got to
sick,
be sick. He was in Jamaica.
I'm definitely not going to Jamaica.
I wasn't sick.
I'm not taking no trips, no surgeries. I want to be here for the entirety of this offseason. So
Iron Man.
My kids were sick.
I'm trying to miss one more episode
for the season startup.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to New York just for a little quick look. You dig? I seen your kids.
They did tell me they saw you.
I seen. I don't know if I'm gonna say a name on here, but I seen the baby for the first time.
Amaya, yes.
Amaya. At Trader Joe's.
At Trader Joe's.
I'm like, girl, you at Trader Joe's already? Slow down.
She had a haul too. When I go to Trader Joe's, I get 3 things. She had 6 bags worth. I'm like, damn, Trader Joe's only got 3 aisles.
They was in there. They was in there.
Sometimes I do be loading up at Trader Joe's.
I load a lot of good stuff. I loaded up that. Sometimes you gotta load up, but I'm on my KB type stuff 9 times out of 10. I like to just go and get a little mini cart and we gone. Give me 1 bag, I'm out.
I just don't go that often, so when we go, it's like we got to capitalize.
I feel.
Shout out to our boy Julian, who works at Trader Joe's, always hooking it up.
Shout out to Julian.
Hooking it up. What that mean?
No, just saying conversation.
He's stealing for us.
Conversation. He is not doing anything illegal. We just talk hoops, you know what I'm saying? He's a real
Julian be like, hey, meet me by Goodwill, and I'm going to have the yogurts for you. I'm just joking.
Yeah, get well soon, D. Millie. Today's episode, we are starting our ranking top 10 at every positions. So you can expect us every Saturday for the next 5 Saturdays to rank a position. Should be real fun. We're going to get to that later, but leave a like, subscribe. Shout out to everybody that bought some of that new Enjoy Basketball merch. We completely sold out in about 48 hours or so. So shout out to everybody that hooked it up, man.
Hey, I want to ask the people something. When something drops, it don't even have to be Enjoy. I guess I can ask y'all too. How soon do you get it?
What do you mean?
When something that you want drops, how soon do you get it?
Immediately. If it's something I really want, I'm getting it the moment it drops. Especially if it's something limited, like a sneaker drop, I'm gonna try to get that immediately. What caused you to ask
Because
that?
when the Enjoy thing dropped, I remember I had I think that's the day I had got my procedure. So
yeah,
I ended up being in bed a lot of the days sleeping. And I remember waking up and really just going on Twitter for the first time the next day or so. And even I think I streamed the next day, but a lot of people was like, man, I can't believe it sold out. I really wanted it. But I was like, why you wait then?
Yeah, I think we do a poor job of letting people know way beforehand. Like if we told people in 2 weeks we're gonna have a drop, I think people be more ready to do it because it's not like it's not like cheap shit. Like the hoodies are like $80, so I can understand hoping that it stays available to Friday.
Now that's different. Mm-hmm. If you're waiting to get paid and get the bag, I wouldn't ask a person who's waiting because that would be their thing. But I do know some people who can get something and they do for whatever reason.
Yeah, they're procrastinating. I'll do some shit like that where you just kind of procrastinate it.
And it be gone.
And
I've done this too, by the way.
Yeah, and it's a lot of times you procrastinate on something that takes 2 seconds.
Yeah. And
you'll be like, why the hell did I do this early? But I've definitely done something like that where it was limited or I had a certain amount of time and it's just like, I'll get to it.
For sure.
When in reality, a lot of people that are trying to get that shit like that.
Yeah.
And again, if it's limited, it's probably gone. Some things you can't just procrastinate on.
With that said, we are working on the next drop too. So
there you go. Be ready
for
my people that can be ready and that want it.
The goal is to drop something every quarter. That shit is hard though. Because you got to come up with the designs. You got to get it approved. You got to go through manufacturing. You got to go through a lot.
Y'all know who Rodney Feig is?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I listened to a podcast of his years ago, and this is when I really understood fashion is not what we think it is. Because you just said that. He said that they, before they put some shit out, there is a year worth of drops ready. Is that advanced? Mm-hmm. So we might see a new Kith drop. Kith and Enjoy just dropped. And you might think that shit, they just did that 3 months ago.
Yeah.
No, that shit has been on the back burner because they that far ahead.
Mm-hmm. Especially if it has some type of license, like the Fanatic drop. This right here took a year
to
get the approvals from the NBA teams, for the NBA to approve, for the Fanatics to approve it. That whole shit took forever. And by the time the design came out, I was tired of it because I had been seeing it for a year straight trying to get it perfect.
Yeah.
So,
That's how
I
it
could
is with
because Kid
music.
does so many different collaborations.
Collabs,
so
yeah.
that makes sense to me.
But that's the same way with like, you know, the Spotify Wrapped. Spotify, Apple Music Rap. Flex is never gonna be on my top shit because by the time the song actually drop, I'm tired of it. When he finally dropped the album, I'm like, I done listened to this shit 1,000 times. In the rough raw version, the mixing process, the first mix, second mix, third mix. By the time the actual song come out, I'm not I need to fix that so I can give it some streams.
Yeah.
But
That
do
mixing,
the
when
Bieber
you-
thing. Sleep
right,
with
sleep
it.
with it.
When you listening to them mixing too, that should be hitting hard because they be playing the same part
Over
5
and
times in a row.
over and
Next
over
part
and
5,
over.
10 times. So, yeah.
I think he
It's
just
tough.
need to get the chopped and screw version, something you ain't seen yet. And that'll get you back.
Chop and screw, screw, chop, and screw. We showing our age. We are showing our age.
You got to drop the mic?
I do. Getting close to the NBA, I just kind of want to know what you're really interested going into the season. What storylines, what narratives, what is kind of piquing your interest going into it?
Right now is the fact that scouts are saying that the French people for the Washington Wizards suck now.
Yeah. I was going to ask y'all about that. The fact that Bilal
First, he's injured, so that's unfortunate. Give
didn't
us
do
some.
shit
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yes and no.
I feel you. Because it's a yes for me too, but at the same time, like it was 6-7 games. But damn, man.
It also, like every other NBA player
It's
in this
killing.
league, like Dennis Schroeder's. Dennis Schroeder might end up being a basketball Hall of Famer, by the way. If you think about his international play.
So you just go steal somebody's shit?
Who said that?
Somebody said that.
Who is somebody?
I forgot, but they just said it like yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't see that. But
I thought you was
watched-
like mocking them.
No. That's like real because he's gonna have silver medals. He's gonna have the FIBA. He's gonna have the Olympics. He's gonna have all of this different shit. God forbid the Sacramento Kings going to run this year. Okay, we ain't got to think about it like that. But he looks like Superman. Franz Wagner's finishing everything at the basket.
ESPN's Tim Bontemps says Dennis Schroeder will make it into the Hall of Fame if he leads Germany to a Eurobasket title this
Okay,
year.
I'll take mine back then. He got it. Which is possible because they're the best team left. Like, I mean, the finals is this week, right? Or tomorrow. They're going against
Tomorrow.
Turkey.
But
Yep.
like
They just
Şengün,
beat- who did they just
Sengun been looking.
they used to beat Finland.
Sengun.
And then Greece lost.
Yeah.
Sengun is kind of turning into like one of my favorite players. Just because
He a goon.
something like that. I mean, like he's like a different type of version of Jokic a little bit. Not to that extent, but like he's one of the rare breeds where he can also play defense as like a playmaking and more skillful. Like he is also a good defender for him. And I don't know, he could be a guy that I would change. I would trust him as like my number 2 guy in terms of like being able to create for me. Maybe not just all shots, but being able to run my offense. I would definitely trust him.
Big season coming ahead for sure.
I think he could be a number 1.
I'm scared to say the number 1 option.
You
Number
got-
2,
you
I
got
can
worry
say
about that right now.
I feel super confident saying number 2.
Yeah.
Number 1, I feel I'm not sure.
But to answer your question, P, yes and no, because so many players that are in our league go over to the Euro basket and just look really good. So for him to be, well, this is going to year 3, right? And the averages were like 7 points, something. Like even his
year 3?
Yeah, even his teammate who's a year behind and Reese, I say, look way better. Also, Reese, I say, is a former first overall pick. So it's like, I don't know. I can understand people that are feeling down about it. I'll just say that. But I also don't want to be like, oh, he's a fucking bum.
And he kill.
And he comes out this season. It's like, oh, no, he is that. Like, the defense is always going to be there. It's like, will the offense ever catch up to it? I just don't know.
To answer your question, Mike, for me, it would be the make or breaks. Doing this top 10 point guard list that we're going to get to, it was very hard for me because, number 1, there's a lot of talent. Number 2, I'm mad at y'all. And number 3, I think there's a lot of make or breaks. One thing that I noticed is like, and I'm glad we did it the way we did it this year, which we'll talk about. It ain't really no room to fuck around out here. At least I haven't done other positions, but at the point guard position, there are some names, and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
a couple years ago, you was not right here, brother.
I was thinking the same thing. And again, I had to double check my list because exactly what you said. People that were in top maybe 5 or you would
Yeah.
think would be higher. This like y'all barely making it.
And if there was
Y'all
health,
barely, we all thinking about the same person.
if guys
Y'all
were
barely
healthy,
making it,
no, because I'm thinking about a group like 2 or
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
If some guys were healthy, y'all
Yeah.
damn sure wouldn't even been in a thought.
Yeah, because the 3 guys that are not gonna make it because of injury, they are top 10.
Which is why I'm mad at y'all. By
Yeah.
the way, hear me out. I understand the injury shit. I do.
Mhm.
The year Tyrese Halliburton just had, and he got hurt at the end of the last game of the season, his name deserved, and because of the position is this way, this may, hopefully it's not, he may never have a chance to be this high.
Sure.
So I wanted to be able to put and celebrate the season, because it's going to be hard to top that shit. I'm not saying he can't, because he definitely can, but it's going to be very hard. A lot of shit was magical in that year. And I feel like he not going to be able to get the flowers of the season because he hurt.
So how about we give the list that we came up with, and afterwards we collectively decide where Halliburton, where Irving, and where Lillard deserve to be on it. We'll do it that way. We'll do the
Perfect.
individual list.
At least Halliburton,
At least
Yeah.
Halliburton, yeah.
because he played.
To the final.
Yeah,
the
he
last
played
couple
like
minutes of the final,
everything. I need at least Dame was hurt kind of going into it.
Sure.
Only played in the first round. Kyrie didn't play in the playoffs at all. So again, I'm not against injuries. I understand injuries, but I'm speaking totally just for Tyrese Halliburton because his situation was a little different than some of the other guys that got hurt. And it's also people who didn't play at all that were on the list. They didn't make the top 10, but they were like, I think DeJounte Murray's name was on the list. It's like he can't make it.
Yeah, yeah.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
And I know he's not a top 10 point guard anyway,
Right.
but just like it just was crazy reading the list and being like, he could have made it if he was the caliber, but he didn't even fucking play.
Yeah, I just went through every roster and just named the point
for
guard.
sure.
Yeah, except for like, I didn't name a Bucks point guard because they're so far down the list that
It's not
it's not even no consideration for it right now. But yeah, absolutely right. I did put both of the Murrays on there, and I mean, I put Giddey on the list. Nobody in the world is putting Josh Giddey in the top 10 conversations. But
It is good to do though, so you can mentally check off to say, okay, because we've had a year on here where I know I pulled up and forgot somebody in one of these positions.
Yeah.
Because
it's
you
so
just,
much easier for point guard, but I also do that just because. So Mike will be like, "Oh, I thought he was a shooting
Shooting
guard."
guard, yeah,
And
we've
so I
done
got
that
him on
before,
the-
too.
We got the
That's
same
why I
list
also
of
like the
guys.
format when we also kind of submit our lists all at night and we kind of do it by averages.
Averages.
I kind of like that way too, because it's more so.
I
instead
do
of
too,
just-
but at the same time, I like to stand alone. Ever since we did
Yeah.
that 25 on the 25, I want my thoughts to know. I want people to know that I think Trey Murphy is in the 25. He ain't got to be top 5, top 10, but I ain't, nah.
I mean, we could do both. Like one is an NOTB list, and then we have just like
I
individual.
mean, we will have all 4. So
Yeah.
Derek did just send his, even though he's not here today.
But yeah, make or breaks. Doing this list showed me that there's a lot of make or break seasons and how the talent influx and the borderlineness of a lot of different players. You got borderline all-stars, borderline top 10s, borderline superstars. You got certain guys that you can create a scenario in your head where they could be a dark horse MVP. You got certain guys where it's like, man, if they don't do something crazy this year, their ass is going to have to be on a different team. There's just a lot of guys that are like, there's been players' careers who've been like teetering. Like, I feel like the game right now has so many guys where it's like they may be 17th right now, but with the right playoff run, they could be 8th.
Yeah, I think my first guy off. I would not be surprised if next year we come in here and like, oh yeah, that guy's top 7. You know, like that's just when it is so close and the guys are in the same tier, you kind of have to find the things that you value the most. And one of these dudes who was on here maybe for the last 3 or 4 years is number 11 on my list, because even though he had a good season, it was something about it that may have been missing. And because of that, he's missing the top 10 just by a little bit. So it's
Wow, I
one of
never
them
thought
ones.
you wouldn't have him. That was your boy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I could pick up. He made mine by the grace of God.
Yeah.
He made it by the grace.
Yeah.
I think I
And
know
I'll-
who y'all talking
He is
about.
number 11 on
And
my list this year.
I also, because we said we're gonna do it a little different, project a little bit for him. So I let him. But the guy I
That's fair.
cut for him, I was like, don't be biased.
I'm interested to see.
Don't
who
be
y'all
biased,
got.
because there's a dude who didn't make it who I think could average 30 this year. For me.
Now you, okay, I like that
I'm-
he's teasing
yeah.
it so
Yeah,
I
for
don't even
me.
I'm
know.
interested. I'm
Can I have
interested.
But yeah, that was my thing.
I think I might know who you're talking about.
Really?
There's like,
Because I think that guy might have made my list.
there's some, and if he did, I'm gonna be happy. Like
I think he made
happy.
my list too.
But yeah, there are so many guys where I'm just looking at the landscape of the league, and it made me think about the other positions and who else will be in there. But yeah, there's like a Trae Young, for example. Trae Young, we ain't got to get into the detail, but just like a board, like he's in a special place where it's like Trae Young is really good, but this is a scenario coming into this season where I think Trae Young is 27 years old, so he still has 3 seasons before he's 30, and not that 30 is a death wish, but he's now entering physically his prime.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, on paper, had an offseason where a lot of us feel like they have put the best talent around him since the Trae Young era has happened in Atlanta. And it's like a great season where Hawks and Trae Young could catapult him back into where he was a few years ago.
You missed out on last podcast.
But if they don't do anything that we expect, it could be the end of Trae Young Atlanta Hawks, and he may never be the light of a face of the franchise. He may now enter you're a second option phase of his career.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that make or break, De'Aaron Fox just went through it last year. It's that make or break where it's like, this is who, my favorite player, Paul George, went through that, where it was like, Paul George is ascending. Oh my gosh. And unfortunately, he had that leg injury that I think really set him back into that. He bounced back as great as anybody thought, but I still think that those prime years were him cementing himself as one of those guys. And then he went and it was like, boom, he's now this complimentary second option phase.
Yeah, we had did the NBA riddles last podcast, and Trae Young literally had something kind of like that where I think it was, this is the best team I ever had. If we mess up, is my bad.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm kind of looking at it, where I've been so on the fence if I want Trae Young to stay in Atlanta because I like the way it's going, or if he's meant to be there, because sometimes it just doesn't work out. And I'll bring up another name because I feel like it's getting to that point too, and he's one of my guys. But Ja Morant, if there's another year where it's just not what you expect it to be, then maybe you do have to start looking at maybe he's our number 2 guy.
Which would be crazy because not that long ago, this was 27 points per game, budding star, MVP conversations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you look at, and this, we're just talking about one position we did.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know what the other 4 positions are going to look like, but if I keep finding this thing, that's going to be my interest going into the season. Is like, how many guys and what parallels could we see, extreme fall off, extreme climb up, and then you're going to have a lot of these guys going to average out to just kind of be where they are, which we expect. But it is kind of crazy that guy could be from MVP. Like, I don't know going into this year, will Ja Morant re-enter MVP or will he be on the trade block? That's a wide-ass gap. But it's interesting to me.
Every Saturday, y'all, we're going to do these with the positions. Before we even get to that, we got just 3 small pieces of news that we should get to. The first one happened just a few hours after the last episode. Why are you looking like that? Like no news has been happening?
No, I don't know. That's my listening face.
Oh, okay. Can I see it again? Oh, yeah, okay. That was the same one. Josh Giddey signed a 4-year, $100 million contract with the Chicago Bulls. It's finally done. He's one of the few restricted free agent dominoes to fall. Now we have, Cam Thomas. He took his qualifying offer. Jonathan Kuminga hasn't done anything, but people are speculating that Kuminga's going to take the qualifying offer.
This is their list?
Yeah, that's their list. We go read
I ain't
Derek's
even gonna
list.
look. I'm not even gonna look at it.
Quinn Grimes is still restricted free agent, and by reports, the 76ers are trying to make some room for him by maybe trading away a Oubre or something like that. But 4 years, $100 million. How do y'all feel about the new Josh Giddey contract?
It feels about right. He had a really good year. Like he had a year that this is the reason why we even question what to pay him, because before that, he was like a big question mark in terms of what he could provide on a team that's trying to win. Like, we knew there was potential there, but he got to the playoffs and he literally couldn't even play. But last year was a lot more promising. I didn't think he was going to get the 30 mil, but I knew he deserved more than just like the average Joe type of contract. So 25 over 4 years seems pretty like right for the Bulls.
It was neither here nor there for me or to me.
Yeah.
But to be honest, the best thing about this is that we got somebody that was able to tell us before it happened.
Yeah.
And to see it happen immediately after he told us, it's like, oh, we got somebody that like is not just talking out of his ass. He's right there. So shout out to our guy. But
could have broke the news when I was driving.
Damn.
Don't text and drive, ladies and gentlemen.
It's just another interesting thing to me where it's just like it was almost some here, damn, take this damn $100 million, man, all in our damn face. But I think for the Bulls, it's coming off the heels of the Patrick Williams thing. If they never did the Patrick Williams thing, they probably would have gave Josh Giddey his money way a long time ago. They're also in this weird place where you're trying to team build and figure out the future. And Josh Giddey, as good as his moments can be, it's very hard trying to structure the team and figure out the different routes to go. And now it said Kobe White won $30 million. So they're just in a tough situation where these contracts are coming back to back to back to back, and they haven't seen anybody really plant a flag to say, trust me to be here a part of this core. As good as Josh Giddey is, I don't know if the Bulls are 1,000% committed to him being a part of the core.
No. I mean, even in the regular season, he did his thing in the regular season. When it got to, I guess, postseason, which you got to have like the play-in. Oh. Because that's like the closest thing we're going to get to like a playoff type
He wasn't respected. He was hunted defensively in that game versus Miami.
I thought he did on offense, though. I thought he tried at least better than.
Oh shit! We're giving $100 million to somebody to try.
He always gonna try offensively.
God damn it, we're screwed.
I thought he did a good job at least for what he could do. I thought he at least showed that he can have some potential.
There's major limitations to Josh Giddey.
It is a lot,
and what Pierre's saying is true. Josh Giddey is one of those guys that he has never been able to show us that he can perform without needing the ball.
Right.
But he's not good enough to give him the ball all the time. So that's how you have to try to figure out. And what is he, 22, 23 years old? So you hope.
He's 22 years old?
He's still really young.
Damn.
So you hope that maybe that develops. But, I mean, as somebody that watched every single game last season, the jump shooting numbers are somewhat fake. I mean, the second half of the season, he shot 47% from three. That shit is not real. In the first half, it was 29%. So it's somewhere in the middle. But for a guy to have the ball as much as he does, he cannot create a jump shot for himself, right? If he's going to create, it's get into the basket. And the jump shots that he did make, 97.2% of them were catch and shoot or just not being guarded type of shots. And if I want the guy with the ball as much as Josh Giddey needs the ball, I want somebody that can create an on three-pointer for himself, and he just can't do that. He also just isn't good of a defender that we need. He's not a good one-on-one defender. He's not a positional defender. He's got good size, so sometimes he can do well on the help side. But, like, as you saw, again, in that Miami game, they were hunting him. They were legitimately hunting the 6'8" guy in every single action with a Wiggins, with literally everybody. And that's some scary stuff. I say all of that to also say that I don't think this contract is too bad given the circumstances. It's not like the Bulls are doing anything in the next 4 years. So if you want to take the shot that this guy can develop those things I just mentioned that he's ass at, then do that. The Bulls will have $90 million in cap space next season, depending on what the hell happened with Kobe White. I don't think that the 2026 free agency class is going to be like, oh, shit, now we got LeBron James. Oh, shit. But it's just one of those things that when it happened, I think my tweet was cool contract or cool deal or something because it's neither here nor there with that. Like, I saw some people like, man, they gave up a lot of money. That made him the 76th highest paid player in the NBA next season. 76. This is not, we're not in 2011 anymore with $25 million a year as a max contract. He's making the same amount of money as John Collins. That's fine. That's fair. And if he sucks and he's not as good, it's completely okay. It's not that bad of a contract.
Is he better than John Collins? The fact that you said is fucked up.
I think he is better than John Collins.
The fact that you said is fucked up, bro. I just knew it was gonna be like, hell yeah. He said Mike. John Collins got his contract a while ago.
He did.
On some real shit, I don't know. I might take John Collins.
Don't you love that?
I might take
How
John
much John
Collins
Collins you watched last season?
That context.
Not enough, but I know
that context
I think
is
about
always
playoffs
missing.
too much, man. I think about they both is probably going to be hard to play. I probably could roll out John Collins out there a little bit more.
Especially with James Harden.
And even if he had a different point guard. I mean, and again, going back to the conversation of the people that kind of like that are not good enough to be those guys, but they kind of need
everybody in this class, Kuminga, Giddey, and Thomas, who trying to get paid. I mean, I think Quentin Grimes plays good without the ball, but
and I think it's such a political league where again people are going to start regardless, or people are going to start because of the amount of money they get paid. But I always think about those type of players, like it feel like they're destined to kind of be in that 6-man era. Like the 6-man is kind of gone away. We have 6-man just because they're kind of labeled as that, but we don't have people that are like defined 6-man anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like Jamal Crawford, when he was going places, we knew what the hell he was going to do off the bench. And it's just because he wasn't going to be no number one option, but we knew what the hell he could do. And people said, I'll take that in 20 to 25 minutes of play versus, trying to force him to be whatever he's not.
So you're saying Josh Giddey fits more as a 6th man?
But I would think he would probably hit higher levels as a 6th man because he's going to be able to go, for one, most of the time you're going against the second teams. You're going against people checking off the bench and everything like that. So you're not going to get hunted by the stars like that. And then 2, most teams need people to create off the bench.
But he also is not nearly in the mode of the guys you just mentioned.
He's not. He's not a creative scorer, but his size and what he could do in transition is kind of Ben Simmons like. He's not going he can kind of run your offense in that type of way.
Oh, pump your fucking brakes, buddy.
Bro, right now he's better than Ben Simmons. Yes,
Yeah, right now a lot of motherfuckers are. Ben Simmons is thinking about retiring.
I'm talking about getting that shit off the glass and being able to push and find easy shots.
I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's Ben Simmons like. Ben Simmons was getting max contracts when he was doing it.
He also was like DPOY.
Yeah, he's not on that side
but
at all.
He was one of the best, but especially when you talk about being 6'10". I think Josh Giddey is good. But we was never talking about Ben Simmons coming off anybody's bench. Is all I'm saying. No. So the fact that
I don't even think that's just him doing that. I would never even,
Yeah, you kind of shocked me with that.
I mean, Josh Giddey would probably come off the bench if he was on a really good team. Yes, or get traded because that's literally what happened. He was on a really good team and they said, "Fuck it."
I'm not trying to say this man Josh Giddey is Ben Simmons. I'm saying they could do
no, fuck that.
Play style,
fuck that.
Similar stuff.
We're talking about the bench shit now.
Yeah.
I think the bench stuff was. I think he could start in this league. I just think that, like KB said, he's probably just gonna be on the team that ain't on shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's probably
go back.
Based on our ranking, he's probably with the 22nd best point guard in the NBA.
As a starter, off the bench, I feel
Maybe
like that shit.
Would you rather have Josh Giddey or DeJounte Murray
as a starter
on your team?
Regardless, I probably DeJounte.
Would you rather have? I mean, you're probably only taking Josh Giddey over the Keontae Georges, if we're being honest, right?
Yeah. Around the area.
You blinked.
I did blink.
You don't take Keontae?
Hell no.
Oh.
Keontae may not be a starting point guard of his own damn team no more.
Mike Conley or Josh Giddey?
Come on.
Today.
Come on now.
Josh Giddey.
Today.
Come on now.
Josh Giddey.
Today.
Yeah, Josh Giddey.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Mike Conley. Mike Conley got one foot out the door right now.
Dennis Schroeder.
Motherfucker, for real.
Dennis Schroeder or Josh Giddey?
Josh Giddey. Oh, wait, where we play basketball at?
In the NBA.
Okay, Josh Giddey.
I might take Dennis on this.
I knew he was about to say he might take Dennis. Josh Giddey or Peyton Pritchard?
Give me Giddey.
Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey or Scoop?
Giddey.
So yeah, he's only starting on these bottom feeding teams then. Y'all only
Scoop
told me.
could change that shit this year.
Yeah, he
definitely can. I'm only going off what we know.
I'm looking at the list that we had.
Josh Giddey or Suggs? Jalen Suggs.
Jalen.
Josh Giddey or fucking Kevin Porter Jr., you're probably taking Josh Giddey.
Yeah.
Who was the Nets point guard? Jaeger
Demon?
Which is Josh Giddey 2.0 anyway. I named, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I put 17 point guards. This is our crop of guys.
I got a good one. Josh Giddey or Colin Sexton?
Josh Giddey.
That's a good one.
I would probably take. I don't know. This shit is up in the air for me.
I put 17 point guards in here. Josh Giddey's the worst on the list. Josh Giddey or Anthony Simons?
Anthony Simons.
So he's the worst guy that I even added. So at the highest, he's 17th. And that don't even account for some of the dudes I didn't list.
That's really a good one too, though, the Anthony Simons one. Because the baseline of Giddey is being able to stuff the stat sheet.
Mm-hmm.
But that upside nights of Anthony Simons being able to kill you and pick and roll and score at 3 levels, they both don't do shit defensively.
Part of it is like Josh Giddey, you looked it up, 22?
Yes, he's 22.
So he's so far away from what his prime could be. That
Right.
You also taking a chance on a
Absolutely.
kid that in the last 2 months averaged 19, 9, and 9.
Absolutely.
On a really bad team.
Yeah.
But then again, no, they were winning there. They were winning there. So, yeah.
They beat my team.
He figured a couple things out.
Shit.
He figured a couple things out.
He sure
we
did.
taking Josh Giddey over a lot of guys. Just a couple things.
No, I think he based on what he did last year in OKC versus what he did this year, there's some promising stuff that came. I think he used his size a lot more when he came to Chicago Bulls. Obviously, the open three-point shooting went up dramatically. So he has been getting better throughout his career, but even with that said, he's still pretty far away from being
Yeah, because now it's going to be back to what does he look?
D'Angelo Russell or Josh Giddey?
D'Angelo Russell.
I knew you was going to answer that fast.
I'm just going to go with Josh Giddey out of respect of my
Emmanuel
Bulls.
Moutier or Josh Giddey?
Josh Giddey.
The fuck you laughing at?
Because
Emmanuel Quickly or Josh Giddey.
Emmanuel Quickly.
A man who make more money.
Damn, that's all the boiled
That's
down
fucked
to.
up. So you taking Jaylen Brown over Tatum?
I seen Emmanuel Quickly get down in the playoffs before.
Me too. Me too. That was interesting, though. That was interesting. $100 million man.
$100 million, man. It's not that much money in the NBA. He may be getting paid under the table, too. The next bit of news as far as player movement.
He got a Herro's endorsement.
You see that open Herald's in
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Where am I thinking about? It's it's close.
I don't know, but I just heard it.
I just saw it too on TikTok. Damn.
It's like in Naperville or some shit?
No, it ain't.
No.
It's still closer to the city,
Oh,
but you ain't got to go all the way to
okay.
whatever. Landry Shamet.
But my homie Anwar told me you got to go to 87.
Oh, true. You got to go over there. Landry Shamet and Malcolm Brogdon signed into the New York Knicks. I think that makes a complete roster now.
Yep.
Apparently, Ben Simmons turned down an offer, and they went to go get Malcolm Brogdon, who just 3 years ago was a sixth man of the year. Last 2 seasons have not been amazing, been injury riddled, but for a minimum contract, what a swing.
I love it, bro. We got Clarkson, who's a firecracker off the bench that can just la 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 la. We got some steadiness off the bench.
That's my favorite pickup for y'all.
Which one?
Jordan Clarkson.
Yeah.
You having an all-timer already, I'm saying.
Why?
We got Yabusele, motherfucker.
I mean, I understand that. I've just been waiting for Jordan Clarkson to get off Utah and see if he still got, because the last time he was really popping, like, again, he was one of those moves I was talking about where he was a legit six man.
Yeah.
We knew what the hell he was doing when he checked in off the bench. So to see if he got a little bit of that fire would be kind of cool.
Shout out to the Knicks, man. Like, did y'all see Landry Shamet's shots from the U.S. Open? They were really good, bro. He's a photographer. They were really, really good. You know how people, oh, man, I'm a photographer. No, his shit was like.
There's something about the pro athlete to photographer pipeline, like Randy Johnson, Marshawn Lynch,
KD,
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey.
A lot of people just like to be flicked up, and they do a damn good job at it. So
taking pictures is fun when it's good.
To capture a moment.
You get that high quality camera and lens. See, a lot of y'all taking pictures on these iPhones, but if you got that lens, you can zoom in. You know what I'm saying? Get an A1, get the dig. Perfect.
Good swings, Malcolm Brogdon. Can't wait to see what he has left in the tank. The last bit of news, the NBA will be implementing a new change for the 2025-2026 season. Unsuccessful end-of-period heaves will now be recorded as a missed field goal attempt for the team, not the players, sources tell ESPN. Those long heaves will no longer impact the players' individual percentages.
That's really cool, man.
I'll be getting some more. I'm an old man. Shoot that fucking basketball, man. Unless you are Mohawkless, who got the contract stipulation where you need to shoot 38 to get that extra $2 million.
He wasn't even shooting open threes.
Nah, he was like,
here, take the ball. I need my money.
Teams value 3-point shooting, and from what I heard, if you shooting a certain number on there, like from 3, that contract goes up. And I know people that's trying to get paid, so I respect it.
I like it, but I agree with P. I hate that we babying these fucking millionaires. Take the fucking shot. Jokic is the MVP of the league. He took so many more than number 2. Kevin Durant has not taken a heave in like 10 years. Kevin fucking Durant. You can't say that he a center that don't got the ball for a heave. He's Kevin Durant.
And you can't say that heave is going to affect him because he's an efficient monster.
He just want to get that 50, 40, 90 so bad. Now he can still take his heave. What if he's the greatest heave thrower of all time? We wouldn't know because he won't take them.
Yeah, shout out to Peyton Pritchard, damn it.
Shout out to Tristan da Silva who took the heave in that Germany game and made it. And that
was a big turnaround shot going into the 4th.
Now, if he was thinking about his percentages, they probably lose that game and they're not in the final. Take the damn shot, but also shout out to the NBA for making it so that we will get more half-court heaves. Trae Young hit one, and it won a damn game. Peyton Pritchard hit one in the NBA final.
Utah he just can't catch a break. They finally is about to beat somebody.
Yeah. Shout out to Larry Marketing, by the way. To be able to potentially get a bronze here when that Finland team ain't that good.
I watched them against Germany. Mm-hmm. He shot 6 shots in a row in that first quarter, and they make none. I was like, bro, they just be up. Yeah,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Just letting it fly.
They
I'm
did
like,
have.
I gotta get that type of confidence to
They had
just
the
be like,
biggest
I know
upset.
I'm him. So even if I miss it, just give me that ball back.
One of these gonna fall.
Yeah,
And then the other guy went viral again, the Slim Jesus guy that we mentioned like 2 episodes ago.
I'm so annoyed with him.
He
I
went
can't
viral
lie.
again.
I can't lie.
Somebody showed his stats, not just from this, but like his overall stats. Wasn't impressed.
That's why I'm annoyed. Me, Christian, and my boy Jacob from League Him, we was texting whatever, and I told them, I'm like, I have no opinions on him because I haven't deep dive. But like the fact that, because I think y'all had a conversation about it on last episode, and they marketed it as, could he be number one? Man, get the fuck out of here. Because he got a nickname, and they made a montage of a dunk and him hanging off the rim.
And he
Now
celebrates
he in a
when he hits
conversation
shots.
with AJ and Boozer.
Oh, is he in next year's
Peterson.
draft? Or is he in the year after?
He's in that one, or he might be in 27.
Okay.
He might be in 27. But I was just like, bro, let him cook up before we start. I do like the fact that Mike, like, that's his name? You like, yeah, Mike, his name is Slim Jesus.
Hey, y'all be saying, do y'all not be seeing some of these football player names that be coming in?
Yeah, I do be
They
saying
be having some crazy names. So
the coldest.
But that is raw.
Shout out to the coldest, man. He held me down for my Louisiana Tech rebuild last year. You know what's corny?
What?
Is when they do that on like Sunday Night Football, Him University. But if you don't shut your dumb ass up, I don't even know you.
Here's a list of best college football names right now.
Yeah.
The Realist Clark. His name is DA''Realist Clark.
That's crazy.
Mo Blitzy. That's pretty dope.
Is he on
Unfortunately, he's a
defense?
wide receiver, so he's not blitzing nothing. Blazin' Lou Wong. Nitro Tuggle at Purdue.
Nitro Tuggle?
Nitro
You got to name the positions.
Hey, what you think? Name
Running
Nitro?
back.
Wide receiver?
He's a wide receiver.
Okay.
Yeah.
He actually fit in the part. Rocky Beers. I don't care about that. Legend Journey at Cal. DN.
Okay, legend.
Chief Borders.
Oh, if he was a corner, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, he's a D lineman. Deuce Knight, quarterback, Auburn. Squirrel Smith.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Squirrel,
Yeah.
Squirrel White.
I had them on my cut team.
Did you really?
Yeah.
King Large.
I don't have
And he plays the right position.
You know I'm the biggest.
O-line.
The largest.
Sir Bible. Demon Clowney.
Demon?
Demon.
How do you spell it?
Demon.
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 That's fucking nuts.
Clowney. DN. South Carolina. Brothers?
Jadeveon
It
Clowney?
might be brothers, right?
I hope not. Demon
Demon.
is nasty.
This dude name is Dude Person.
Hey, we gotta remember that that's fucked up.
Dude person.
Demon is not good, y'all. Remember that. Like, let's not name our kids Demon.
Oh, man. Oh, hey, I'm done.
Did y'all
reading
see
these.
Devin Hester Jr.?
How you know? Yeah, I see.
But it's not Devin Hester Jr.
I know.
How do you know it? How do you know it ain't Demon?
It might be pronounced Demon. It's spelled Demon. That shit is spelled Demon. All right.
Y'all think somebody gonna really do some crazy shit by naming their son after an NBA player like that?
That already exists.
I mean, it's a Kobe Bryant in the NFL right now.
Oh, true. They spell differently.
His name is Kobe Bryant.
different. Yeah.
It's
But
spelled
I'm
differently.
just
His
saying,
name
you
is
think it's
Kobe
gonna
Bryant.
be a LeBron James in the league,
I'm
but he's
100%.
not. But he's
No, in the
not.
league?
Nowhere
Nah,
related.
I don't
to
think nobody
LeBron.
gonna go that far.
There is a LeBron James in the league.
What did you just call me?
Babe.
Oh, but I'm talking about. I said not related to him.
He said, "Don't do that in public."
I just had to make sure you said
Yeah, I
you
said
knew
it
what
on
you
purpose,
said
yeah.
to me.
His name is LeBron James. Hell of a golfer, apparently.
Which one?
The junior.
Oh,
Better than his pops.
well, his pops didn't grow up with the accessibility.
No, he said he only been playing for 4
to do it.
months.
Oh, okay.
But he do got the privilege.
To
That
go
just
to any.
That just give you a +5 off
give
top.
you a
Yeah, he can go to any club he needs to, no problem.
Yeah, seriously. All right, y'all want to do these point guards?
Let's get into it.
I want to rank them. I don't want to do them.
Tomato. Let's start off with the number 10 point guard in basketball. Mike, where did you get it started?
No, we can't do that. We got to start with honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions? Okay, who's your first honorable mention?
Oh well, I guess that takes the suspicion about who didn't
Yeah.
make it. So we can wait.
My number 10 guy was Tyrese Maxey. The way I felt like he was last year was a little bit of a kind of blur or whatever because the Sixers kind of weren't anything.
Mhm.
But him himself is still one of the best like point guard talents in the league. I think he's probably like unguardable damn near on the perimeter, just one-on-one. Like you need help behind him because he's too fast. And then he shoots like 40% from three. A dude that, again, he quietly averages like 25 points per game. Again, and this team is still so incomplete without their best player. But again, his talent is still there. So he's my number 10.
He is also my number 10. He's one of the few people on the list that is probably more coded to be Robin versus Batman.
Mm-hmm.
I got him and one other guy above him that's more likely the number 2 to number 3 option on a really good team. But I also, it's like, so he had a year where he averaged 26 points per game.
Yes.
But overall, it wasn't necessarily a good year. He scored it a bunch, but it wasn't a good year. Part of that is because, of course, his Batman, a top 5 player in the league, wasn't there for the majority of it. And he had to figure it out. His 3-point shooting went down and so on and so forth. So that's why this year's list is not a collection of just off last season. We're kind of looking at it at whole.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard for me to put some of the guys that are my honorable mentions over him because we just watched him in the postseason last year where he had a series where he could not come off the floor. He averaged like 45 minutes per game and he averaged 30.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, even though they lost that series against the Knicks, they would have lost it a lot earlier if he didn't have that moment.
Yeah.
And those type of things really matter to me because some of the guys that are beneath him, I don't have doubt that they would be able to have really good postseasons. But because it's not tangible and it's not in front of me, it's hard for me to put it over a guy that literally has done it. And it also, it's just like the guy right beneath him, he's about to go into his own Robin role as well, where I think that he could end up blossoming up on this list.
Me too.
But I did put Maxey, gave him the benefit of the doubt, even though his efficiency dropped last season.
So I'm opposite. First and foremost, I'm so glad he made y'all list. He was the hardest guy for me to not put on this list. He did not make my list as bad as I wanted to. The guy you were talking about is my 10th, which is De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah.
I gave De'Aaron Fox the edge over Tyrese Maxey simply because I'm projecting. I took a bunch of different things, and a lot of the other things I liked for Tyrese Maxey. But when I think about going into this year, I think he is going to be solidified more in his role, and he's going to have a new environment. The team should be a lot better than what he was dealing with in Sacramento. I mean, the 17 games he played with the Spurs, he was 6-11 there too.
Yeah.
Both situations for De'Aaron Fox was below 500. But there was a lot of stuff going on. I also took in consideration that De'Aaron Fox was playing with this finger situation because I kept telling myself, once I realized we weren't just going to do just last year, I was like, man, where do I fall at with De'Aaron Fox? Because there was a version of him 2 years ago that was damn near top 3 for me.
Yeah.
Top 4.
I think when you go back on that episode, we all had him in like number 5 or number 6 point guard in basketball.
And I thought it was that with going up. And, you try to give him some benefit of the doubt because, the Sacramento Kings weren't in a great situation. But I still think some of how they played could have been better because I thought of him to be that good. And then, even when I know him and Vic ain't played too much together, but I did think that the Spurs trade, it was going to look a little bit better immediately, though.
Yeah.
I didn't see, again, we didn't get the biggest sample size from it.
Yeah.
But I loved what I kind of seen in
I think
that.
it was, 5 games or so?
Yeah.
For one, Vic was encouraging De'Aaron Fox to just come over and be De'Aaron Fox. There's always that awkward moment when a star gets to a new team and it's like, let me settle in, let me fit in. Vic was like, no, we need you to kind of take that next step. So I already like the brotherhood that's kind of already there. And I think back when De'Aaron Fox had that year where he was really popping off, I feel like because he wasn't missing none of those middies. And I just think that's super hard to just consistently do year to year. The reason I like this matchup so much is because Vic takes that center way out the paint. It depending on who else is on the floor, maybe Jeremy's out there and the spacing a little messed up, but the spacing I feel like should be a lot better with the Spurs. If we can get back to seeing De'Aaron Fox get downhill, there's not a lot of men what we do it a couple of podcasts ago talking about the fastest players in the league. It's not many players that are keeping up with De'Aaron Fox just laterally. If he's got the space, I could see him getting back to where he's averaging 27, 28 or something around there with Vic too. I think they're going to be killing this year.
Yeah, I think that the year that he was All-NBA, I'm trying to make sure I look it up real quick because I did see it last night, but I want to make sure I read it exactly as is, that the mid-range jump shooting was like the the best asset he had to his game at that point.
Absolutely.
Where we know him as a guy that can get to the basket, but he was stopping and pulling up, and it was something that teams were really prepared for. And now last season, if I can pull it up real quick, I think it went back to a 48% on the entire season, between his two spots.
That's why I believe it's something with that hand or finger, because all of his shooting was bad. He got graded as a 3-point shot maker. It was an F.
Yeah,
catch and
he had
shoot was a D plus at 31% on catch and shoot 3-point shots. But the mid range pull up was still at 46%, which graded out to a B plus. The mid range shot making was still in the 97th percentile. So there was still some things. It just wasn't that was supreme. But the thing that kind of threw me off, his transition shot making and scoring was an F this past season, and that is not like De'Aaron Fox when you think about. You want him in transition. You want him getting downhill. So I do hope that the marriage can bring some of that stuff up. I ultimately gave it to him because, like KB said, Joel Embiid wasn't there last year. Neither was Paul George a lot, too. That was just a whole mess. And even when they got the flash from Jared McCain, he got hurt. So Tyrese Maxey was just kind of out there. And I thought he did really well. I thought he did better than what I was projecting him. I thought he was going to struggle a little bit, and he did with some efficiency, but that's to be expected. But I think Tyrese Maxey can average 30 points in this league. I think Tyrese Maxey, depending on how he attacks next year, could be one of the leading scorers in the entire league. Because to lose all of that and still go and have your, I think people think of it as seamless. You lose Joel Embiid, so you should just automatically just have success. But he's not. I don't know. I wasn't sure if he was ready for that. And when you go and look at the numbers and then also look at the film, he was doing this shit, man. He was giving motherfuckers work.
Did y'all not see that clip?
3-point shooting,
and maybe this was the year before too, because Joel Embiid just kind of missed time, but they were damn near double teaming him and he had 30. And I think somebody in the crowd said something to him. He's like, "What else do you want me to do?" I can't do shit else. And again, you see the talent of Tyrese and you just see him missing out on Joel Embiid, but that's the difference too, because between the number 2 and that number 1. That number 1 is seeing that coverage every damn night. And again, Tyrese Maxey can still handle it, but he is just so much more dangerous when he's off the catch off of Joel Embiid or he's just the second option. But he's still doing it. He's still doing it.
People, for whatever reason, look at Robin as like a term that's negative. In my opinion, is really not, because Robin be saving Batman ass occasionally as well. So it's obviously we know Joel Embiid is the king of that city when he is completely healthy, and having somebody that is also an all-star that could also be in all NBA conversations is always going to be a positive thing.
Yeah, it puts him in his best situation.
Yeah, Gotham only got one Batman. Every other hero outside of that has to be Robin to his Batman.
I'm not gonna lie though, if I'm Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey not gonna be he's not gonna be Robin to no Batman. That ain't never happened. Batman, we never watched a Batman movie and he just disappeared and then it's just Robin the whole movie. Batman got to get his ass in Gotham. If he ain't in Gotham, then we need a new Batman.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be lost a little bit too if Joel Embiid can never really get back to that. Is just how perfect Tyrese Maxey should be a number 2 to what he could do. I mean, legit, 40% plus off the catch. Can't stay in front of the man that could give you 25 to 30. And he wasn't taken away from Joel Embiid at all. So, again, I just think it's going to be one of the things that kind of gets lost, and it's some what ifs for Joel Embiid's career.
I read a comic that's called Deceased. It's a DC comic, but deceased because a lot of the top heroes die.
Okay.
And they named a new Batman in there, who was Robin.
Boom.
So maybe Tyrese Maxey does end up taking over the Batman that can't be Batman no more.
It's fun seeing people figure shit out in real time, though, too. That's one of the things I appreciated about the Tyrese Maxey season. Again, it wasn't the greatest because it was new. It was tough. But one of the things I love about B-Ball Index is there's a lot of things, and I use a lot when looking at everything. I use Synergy, Data Baller, B-Ball Index, Basketball Reference, Cleaning the Glass. So there's a lot. But one thing I appreciate from B-Ball Index is, remember they used to do shit in a percentile and it would just be that. Now they tell you he's in a 78 percentile, but he's 34th.
That's helpful.
So it's like, for example, we'll talk about Steph Curry, but like they implemented a couple years ago that matchup difficulty guarded by.
Yeah.
So they said guarded by Steph Curry was in 100 percentile, but Steph Curry was number 1, which means every game he was seeing the best available defender out there and was still, you know what I mean? So I like that we actually can get. And so when I was looking at some of the shit for Tyrese Maxey, it was saying like he top 10 in shot creation. Like the entire league, Tyrese Maxey is top 10 in fucking shot creation. He graded out at A with a shot making. The transition scoring must have been off the charts because I just wrote transition scoring supreme. Like when I write shit like that in my note, that means I'm not even writing down these grades.
He's like a 2K type of player where, like, again, you give him any space, he's torching it. But you can't step up on it at all because he can capitalize on all those where it's driving.
He's a blur. Yeah.
I think he's one of the best. I have a tweet from a long time ago where I say Tyrese Maxey's got one of the best right hands in basketball. That's because once he gets to his strong hand, there's really not much you could do. At that point, he's probably finishing to get into the cup.
He really does.
But again, he has the in-between game too, where he could kill you from mid-range.
He had a career high in
so it's just
mid-range
like,
accuracy this year. Long mid-range.
All
45%.
3 levels he can capitalize, but his speed is what takes it over the top. And again, even as a small guard, and you look at him, maybe he's a 1, he could probably play some 2 sometimes. Like the offense is so strong, it overcomes that defense sometimes.
And I did my research, refreshed my brain, but then I had to go see it, and it looked better visually than it do in the numbers. The numbers look good too, though. Like, I mean, top 10 in shot creation, cool. But to go watch it and then see, like, oh my gosh, Yabusele is his center, right? It's Yabusele, Oubre, Maxey, fucking
Justin Edwards.
Yes, Justin Edwards. I'm looking at some of this because you can go and look at all the data baller, but it sometimes won't remind you that, hey, he did that next to Justin
Martin
Edwards.
had one of his worst shooting years last year.
Caleb Martin was on some of them clips.
Yeah.
And he was dribbling the fucking air out the basketball, but he was getting to
I don't blame him at that point. Derek and his number 10, he had De'Aaron Fox as well, so he split it 2-2. Number 9.
My number 9 was LaMelo Ball. Another guy that I feel like could either raise up, or if the same year kind of happens again,
he could love you some fucking LaMelo Ball.
Man,
I don't even think LaMelo Ball was in my. Like,
he didn't even make my top.
Yeah,
he might have been 13, 14 if I had to guess.
I can't wait to see who didn't make it.
I have an idea who didn't make it.
Well, yeah, he's someone I feel like I really just can't leave off the list. Like, I still, for one, believe if we're gonna do a little bit of the what's it called, potential or projecting.
Absolutely, yep.
That like he could work his way. He could be better than where he is at that number 9 spot for me. But again, this might be a make or break year where it's just like I can't do another year if you're not, for one, playing the games, and then 2, it's just not projecting to anything. But this is a team that I feel a little bit of confidence in. Like they are starting to make moves.
Don't do it. I did it last year.
They are starting making moves in the right direction. I like what they did in the draft pick. I like what they did in the draft. They bring in some free agents. Like I like what they're doing. This is his year. So
yeah, he was a guy that didn't make the cut mostly because of the injury history, the availability, and then also like there's another guy on my list. I'm assuming made all of our lists who also hasn't been available over the last 2 seasons. But when he is available, it's top tier.
Yep.
I don't see LaMelo as when he's available, he's in that top tier. So because he's not available and he's not in that top tier, he didn't make my top 10.
Well, I ain't gonna say same, but the availability.
My number 9 is DG to PG. Had another really good season this year. It's one of those places where I want to put him higher because I really am a Darius Garland fan. But I think that at this point in time, I think he's had 5 postseason series. We just haven't had that Darius Garland moment, and I don't want to look at last year too bluntly, mostly because he missed a lot of it with the injury. And then when he did come back, he didn't look good. You could tell it mostly was the toe. But a lot of these guys that I have above him have had their postseason moments, have showed us in the postseason that they could be that type of guy. And though this was one singular interview, when Kyle Anderson said Darius Garland lucky he not playing because we would have been going after him, that just makes sense to me. So I kind of look at it like when he is healthy this season, because he will be healthy, when he does go against these top teams, when they do go against the Knicks in the conference finals, if that's the thing, are we sure that he can hold his own defensively? Thank God he got, DPOY back there and some other really good defensive players. But I question, not that if he can stay on the floor, because his offensive talent is enough for him to be on the floor, but will he be hunted so much that it overcomes some of that offensive greatness that he can bring to the table. But he is still amazingly efficient. Still, even though his assist numbers will go down because he's playing alongside another league guard, he's still a great passer.
I think he's one of the best passers in the league, honestly.
Yeah, the numbers may not say that obviously, but he is. If you watched him, he is pinpointing passes in places and putting it on the seams in places that a lot of point guards aren't doing. And obviously super efficient when he is having his time, and when he's hot, it's a great watch.
He dropped 50 on you.
Yeah,
I like Darius Garland too. I have him a little higher. At 9 for me is another one of those make or break guys we mentioned earlier. Is Ja Morant. Ja Morant is interesting because, like, legitimately a couple years ago, this dude was face of the NBA that they were saying. I still believe he can be that good and is that good. It's just interesting because a lot has changed also in Memphis. See, the last few years, a lot was going on with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easy to just kind of figure that out, and then you just come back to the court with your normal shit that you got used to. Now, he's finally coming into the season healthy, no drama, but the team is different. They don't have Taylor Jenkins no more, who has been basically his head coach his entire career. Desmond Bane, who's been his Brody in his backcourt mate, is gone, and that's a big void that they lost there. And so I think he's going to have a lot more responsibility. I think he's going to have to be on the floor a lot more now, and I think he's going to have to get back to that previous version that we saw in order for them to be the top-tier team. They were 30-20 in the 50 games he played. And what I love most about Ja Morant is that he's still that guy that get to that rim and put that amount of pressure on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Again, even in the 50 games and a down season, a down season for Ja Morant is 23-7-4. I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
And then there were certain games in that series against OKC. OKC is 10 times better than the Grizzlies. But Ja Morant was that driving force, and he was figuring them out.
Yeah, he figured them out. Damn, he figured them out.
He figured them out. And, yeah, I just love the stuff that I've seen. It just reminded me, like, there's still some Ja Morant in here. When you look at the rim shot creation, the rim field goal percentage at his size, the rim shot making, the points per possession, the guarded by matchup is in the elite territory. He's getting the toughest matchups on every given night. His movement scoring impact, the mid-range shooting, the three-point shooting is you got to step up.
Yeah,
you got to be able to
that's
knock
the
down
one
some
area.
shots.
Not even that. Did you mention his mid-range and how he was doing in that?
Yes, I did.
What was he? I didn't even hear it.
Oh, the mid-range shot making was unbelievable for Ja Morant's sake.
Right.
Mid-range shot making graded out as an A. He's in the 94th percentile at his position. Mid-range pull-up was at 41%, which is a B-. So he was getting better there.
He's getting, yeah.
He has that in the floater game, obviously.
Those are key for him, again, until that three-point could really kind of come around. But he was one of them players, too, that I was super impressed with his playmaking last year. I thought he took strides in that where he was seeing plays before it happened.
Yeah, I wrote down playmaking flawless, which means he probably graded out A+.
So that's why I'm interested to see what his numbers kind of look like, because no Desmond Bane, who was also taking care of some of those playmaking responsibilities. No Desmond Bane. And
Desmond Bane also bails you out a couple of empty possessions when shit gets stalled. He is a
30-foot three-point, 32-foot three-point.
And then we're expecting the points to go up. 23 we see that as a down year. We're expecting that to be like 25 plus.
Yeah, I have an unreleased video from like December of last season where the title is Ja Morant's Superpower. And basically what I did was go through like him reading defenses before they react to certain things. And that anticipation with his passing is really his superpower. And I truly do believe that.
You know what we call those, right?
What's that?
Well, I call them surgeons. And I think there's a couple some surgeons in basketball. Darius Garland was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ja Morant has kind of entered that territory.
The surgeon, who is the head surgeon.
The head surgeon is right now is Jokic. I'm not going to lie to you. It might be
I meant for the guards.
For the guards, Trae Young.
Trae Young, my guy.
Trae Young.
That's all I wanted to hear. But the glaring thing that was like, oh yeah, Ja Morant is going to make this list for sure. 99th percentile in total isolation. And the impact of those isolations, 94th percentile. For a guy that is really trying to get downhill, for him to still have that amount
and to be
that effective.
They too fast.
Because there's certain guys that are effective, but they don't have a large amount. But no, it's like this dude, he's ISOing 70% of the time, let's say.
I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking about my list. because I have Morant one spot over, so I can stay on Morant since you're here. He's the only guy on his list that can't shoot the fucking basketball, like as a pull-up jump shooter from 3.
Mm-hmm.
So it's impressive the fact that he's even here, but it's also like, damn, can we figure that out? Because
if you do,
it unlocks so much, not just for you, but also for your team. Part of me wanted to put him higher because we know what the talent can be, but based on, again, the lack of availability over the last couple seasons, and now we're 3 seasons removed from that legendary series that he had where he was averaging 38. That was 3 fucking years ago at this point in time. And it don't feel like that long ago, but it shows you how quickly things can kind of change from your perspective about a player, that a guy can average 38 in a series and he's, again, the potential face of the league, to shit, this motherfucker the 9th, the 8th best player of his position, not in the entire league, but at his individual position. We know what he can be. It's just a matter of putting it all together. You mentioned that they were 30 and 20 in the games that he played. When he does hoop, they're a winning team. You saw 2 previous years where they were the 2 seed and the 2 seed. This guy helps you win basketball games, but if he's not going to be able to be available, it's hard for me to also put him higher on this list. That's all. The other guys that are above him, these motherfuckers be playing.
Yeah, he graded it as a 3-point shooting, shot making, an F.
Yeah,
the openness was a B-.
Yeah.
A lot of these guys' openness is BF. For the majority of this list, when you look at how open their shots are from 3 and everything, the teams are not letting them breathe. Ja Morant had one of the best openness. You know what I mean? But that's also why it's crazy to see his isolation impact grade out so high and almost 95 percentile, because he ain't shooting shit from that area, and he's still like making some shit happen. Defensively too.
Lots to be desired there, man.
His rim deterrence was a C+. That really I don't believe surprised me.
From a guard position.
Yeah,
I can't. I wonder how they measure that, because
I'll be wondering the same thing too.
Well, then again, I don't know who he's guarding also, because when I think about rim deterrence, I'm thinking about, again, the 5-man or somebody in the help.
Well, you know I'm not nowhere near saying he grades out as a C+. I'm only going from his position.
Sure. Yeah,
I don't think B-Ball Index giving him a C+ in the league.
Which I could kind of see it.
Nas Reed level.
Right, yeah, fuck no. This is a comparison to his position.
From the position, just because.
He can get weak side blocks for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. The athleticism off the weak side, I've definitely seen him do that before. Yeah.
He will prevent a guard from going.
But also, deterrence don't mean the shot not even going up.
Yeah,
they see Ja Morant, they like, oh shit, let me pull up for a midi.
I can see Trae Young doing that though. If he's being guarded by Ja Morant.
We saw him do it with Ben Simmons. The rim deterrence was 99 on that one.
Don't bring that up again. Perimeter isolation defense, he got a B. He's 70 percentile. They graded him best as an off-ball chaser though. He got A+ in that. So
I don't know if I have a real opinion about his defense, but I do know that there are some players in ball that can be like, I think Zach LaVine is a great example after watching him for 8 years in Chicago.
Why is De'Aaron Fox not elite defensively?
He can get steals, that's the cover up. Boom, he can average 2 steals a game. But there are certain players that are really good in one-on-one defense. Like I feel like Zach LaVine is an above-average one-on-one defender. At least he was in Chicago. But it's the other part of defense that he's never been able to put together.
Ball watching, he's not helping.
Again, I don't have an opinion about Ja Morant. Maybe Ja Morant kind of fits that as well. It's like, if it's me and you, I can sit in my chair, I could get this stop. But shit, I'm not good on my rotations. I'm going to get beat back door. Yeah. That was the Zach LaVine thing.
I've seen that too, because you see a player like, man, it's my chance to catch a little break. All of a sudden, the player going back door.
Absolutely.
So, I've seen it too. Because when you're on ball, I mean, you're locked in. Especially if you kind of have that, say, like the game is getting a little chippy or whatever, and you're trying to stop him. I've definitely seen people lock in. That's why I've seen. It's surprising to see De'Aaron Fox is kind of falling in that territory, because I've seen De'Aaron Fox make a lot of really good
I think he got all
plays.
the tools, the speed, the athleticism. I think he knows.
I think he's got like the good frame for it. Like he's got a good wingspan.
I'd be surprised when his ass is in the Trae Young territory.
He shouldn't be. Derek's number 9 was Tyler Herro.
This one surprised the fuck out of me.
Tyler Herro.
Tyler Herro did not make my list. I wanted to put him on here.
It's something missing about his game for me personally to put him in top 10.
I don't have him top 10 either.
I had number 12.
I had him 12 as well. Him and Tyrese Maxey missed out. He was the one where I kind of felt okay. But I will say this. I was thinking about this. If we did it the way we used to, he makes this list 1,000%. If it's only based off last year, Tyler Herro was easily cemented. When I text the group chat and y'all said y'all wanted to do it differently, or that we was going to do it differently, I immediately kind of was like, oh, shit, Tyler Herro might not make it. And I know a lot of Heat fans going to be disappointed because it feels like this was the year where he would make it.
Yeah.
But I do agree, in comparison to a lot of the other guards, it is something missing there. And he had a phenomenal season as a shot maker. offensively.
I've been thinking about him,
playmaking went up. Like, talk about a playmaking leap.
And he also took a lot of those long mid ranges that he was taking. He turned them into three-pointers.
Yes.
We know him as a great shooter, so it just makes sense.
Shot profile up
if y'all had a bet on it, would y'all think that his stats stay the same, go up, or go down?
That was the toughest thing for me. I couldn't project if he was going to do that again.
I would
what I was
guess.
thinking.
And I don't want to say that in a negative way. It's not me saying he's going to fall off.
I just thought he had a really good year, and it's just like, if he has a better year than when he does last year, then he's starting to get into new conversation now.
Absolutely.
I think he'd probably be in similar realm next season.
Because he got 25, 5, and 5. But, like, you got to understand everything else, too. I'm not just going off the raw numbers when I look into his shit. Like, Tyler Herro was really hooping. Derek surprised me with his list because when Tyler Herro makes your list, somebody falls off of it.
Yeah.
And when you look at the list, you'll see a name, and I just don't think Tyler Herro is above the guy that doesn't make Derek's list. But yeah, his overall shot creation, he grades out a 92 percentile. Off-ball shot making didn't fall off. A lot of guys take on that on-ball responsibility, and some of the off-ball stuff falls off. Nope. Shot it cool at the rim. Rim shot creation in the A. Overall shot making A+, 99 percentile, I believe. Transition shot making was in the 98 percentile. Points per possession, A-, 83rd percentile. Guarded by a difficulty matchup, 97 percentile, which means the Herb Joneses of the world just guarding him. Yeah, ISO impact wasn't there. That's the one thing I would say. His ISO impact was an F. He ain't the only one in his top 10 or the top 10 conversation that's like that. That ISO scoring is tough, man. That's why when somebody like a Ja Morant is an A or is in a 90 percentile, you got to really acknowledge that because it's hard. A lot of these guys' ISO impact didn't really materialize. It's hard just giving a motherfucker the ball against a premier defender and saying, go get yours. And they can do it time and time again. Catch and shoot, three-point shooting was still there for Tyler Herro. The pick and roll was his highest frequency, and he was killing. And I put the playmaking leap A++. Pull up three-point shot, 35%. It's a B+. He was killing, man. Mid range pull up, 52%. 52 fucking percent. A grade.
Yeah, and like as a main creator too, you don't always get a lot of those just catch up threes, like spot up threes. So when he does, he's capitalizing. Even just pull up, he's pretty damn good at shooting the ball.
He had a phenomenal year. He's just a guy that shows you how loaded this position is. Because the question I asked myself when I realized it wasn't just off last season, and I'm like, damn, Tyler Herro probably won't make it. Fuck, he had such a year that you want to reward. But I'm like, okay, P, who are you taking off for him? And I couldn't find that guy that I was willing to take
that,
off.
and the other question was, who would I rather have? When we are talking something that's really close, who would I prefer to have on my team if I was building?
I was trying not to do that.
You have to do it. I was
trying not to do that because I feel like then you take away a little bit from it.
Why?
Well, you're ultra biased towards your guys, though.
Yeah, because I feel like you do. I feel like you do it without knowing. Like
you just put LaMelo Ball on your list.
Yeah, that means you have to feel that you prefer him over somebody because none of this research shit, it will favor him at all because he hasn't been available. His teams, they suck. So advanced, he's not playing with good people. He can't get boosted up there. So there has to be something where you like, shit, I would just prefer LaMelo.
The way I valued it is
over Maxey.
LaMelo as
and then you got him over Maxey too. He ain't just make your list. You got him like 9th.
I do because at his best, I see LaMelo as the number one. But again, we haven't. I see him as a number one over these other guys that are above him. As a Tyler,
would you rather have LaMelo as the number one or Tyrese Maxey?
Honestly, LaMelo Ball.
Okay. Would you rather have Garland or Ball?
LaMelo.
So why is Garland going to be higher?
He's not higher on my list.
Oh, Garland didn't make
Garland didn't make my list. He was 12.
Ah, see that? Okay. I'm sorry for spoiling that. That's why I looked at Derek's list. I thought Darius Garland was like a lock for top 10 point guards.
Yeah.
So when I seen Derek had Tyler Herro.
No, well, maybe that's not true for me because if he was 9, then he could have been 11 as well because that's how close it kind of is. You know what I mean? For my list, at least.
I see what you're saying. The reason I say lock is when I made my top 10, I didn't know where he was going to be, but I knew he was going to be on there.
Yeah.
Like
he was one of the hard cuts for me. Like because Fox and Garland didn't make it, but again, these are guys that I feel like at any given year,
better than De'Aaron Fox.
I would think so. Yeah. I think, but again, these dudes have.
And then as a number one, De'Aaron Fox had one of the best seasons we can see.
If he don't break his hand, they beat the Warriors
as
in that
a number
series.
one.
And
again, this is a position where all these dudes can fluctuate just like
absolutely.
that.
But I think part of what we're saying, I'm not saying you're wrong. Everybody got their list, and I love LaMelo Ball. Trust me. But I think some of what you're saying is you prefer him over De'Aaron Fox. That's the only logic that can make you put him over De'Aaron Fox, is that you would prefer him.
Because he doesn't win in anything other than he's a better shooter.
He's a better playmaker than De'Aaron Fox.
Fair.
Better rebounder, if you want to say
it.
Defense.
Now we're just doing shit.
Whatever on defense.
I'm okay with De'Aaron Fox not being a great rebounder when he plays with Domantas Sabonis.
I think part of LaMelo's rebounding helps his playmaking, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I think the same thing with Luka. Like, rebounding can help your playmaking.
Russell Westbrook, no, this is something we said
because it's going to be able to, like, you're playing in transition a lot quicker than getting the outlet.
Is he a good rebounder or opportunistic rebounder?
Opportunistic rebounder.
Both.
I think most of those guys that you name are opportunistic.
I think Russ is a combination of both. Russ would go down in them trenches and go get it, but he's also in the tier of his own.
too.
Luka is an opportunistic guy?
No, I think he's a good rebounder, but I think it's a part of it is opportunistic as well. I think these guys want the basketball. I think they want it immediately, and I think they want rebounds. I'm just going to call it a spade a spade.
Yeah, part of being a good rebounder for not your position is being able to play off your man to get to those spots. Like, that's why you'll see Russell's man just wide open because he's trying to get position, or Luka's man get wide open. I think part of being a good rebounder is you are giving up some of that defensive pressure that you should be probably.
They also, all the guys we mentioned are above average height.
Especially Luka Doncic.
And
Luka Doncic has the size.
Russ is just a different demon, though, because
he's all in the tier by himself when it comes to this.
Russ is, how old is he? 34 now? Like 35? Russ will get a tip dunk in traffic, and that's what wakes him up for the game.
See, I put him in his own world because he's a guy that needs to attack everything. That keeps him engaged. The rebounding was just another thing. I know somebody going to be like, then why he just don't attack his defensive assignment? I don't know. But rebounding is just
points are cooler than defensive stops. Let's be real.
Another one of those things.
Right?
When Russ is feeling like he's got to guard somebody.
Doing stuff cool on offense is doing good things good on offense is cooler than doing good stuff good on defense.
Yeah.
For some.
As long as you're great.
Herb Jones jersey ain't selling not a goddamn copy other than in my household. But he's one of the best defenders we got.
Mm-hmm.
But I would take his defense over Jordan Clarkson's offense. Give me the best Jordan Clarkson offense, and I'll just take the Herb Jones.
Would you rather have did we talk about this when he wasn't here, or were you here? We were doing the Jalen Green Herb Jones conversation.
I was not. Hell no, I wasn't here. I don't ring a bell. What was the conversation?
Was I doing that on my own podcast? Did we do that here?
I feel like we had a conversation before. I don't know if it was last podcast, but
basically saying that Jalen Green's a better basketball player, but you're taking Herb Jones on your team, basically. Skill versus value.
Basketball player.
That's probably
skill versus.
There's probably players
team
that
value.
are way better than Alex Caruso at basketball.
But
you're probably
Alex
taking
Caruso fuck around, make my top 10.
But you're taking Alex Caruso. You're taking Alex Caruso over a lot of motherfuckers that when he does impact on the floor.
That's a great question because I don't know if Jalen Green is a better basketball player than Herb Jones. A better basketball player. Because I'm very familiar with Herb Jones, and I've seen Herb Jones. Like I think he's playing a role in the NBA. Well, everybody is. Let me not say that. But like he's playing a super, super closed off role. But like he defensive player of the year in the SEC. He was one of the top scorers at Alabama. He did playmaking for them. He did a little bit of everything. And so I feel like there's more to his game, but at the NBA level, playing with the Supremes of the Supremes, hey, Herb, we don't need you to do all that, buddy. Just guard. But like I think basketball is skill. I think it's IQ. I think it's execution. Jalen Green can hoop and he can play. But Jalen Green has a lot of athleticism and stuff too that helps him more than him just being like this crazy skilled player. So Herb Jones, that's a good conversation. I'm going to give it to Jalen Green, but I don't think it's that far away just as an overall basketball player. Now, Herb Jones is nowhere near a basketball player as Tyrese fucking Maxey. But I think that's a good one. But
I think to me and my skill set is takes up a lot of like being the basketball player. When you talk about being a better basketball player versus just, I guess, more impact, I look at skill. And as a large part of that.
Yeah, I do too. But I think certain players, their skill has to show. So, like, what is Jalen Green's greatest skill?
His ability to put the ball in the basket.
Jalen Green's best skill.
Because if that's his best skill, that's concerning because he's not elite at it.
I know. That's why the conversations come up where it's like Herb Jones. Even if you're not talking about who's a better basketball player, just looking at it, you can just looking at them 1-to-1. Players might prefer Herb Jones.
Jalen Green is pretty good at most of the offensive things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But as far as his supreme skill, like the thing that he hangs his hat on, availability. Motherfucker play 82 games.
Come on now, you being a little fucking rude.
But no. I'm just saying, what is his supreme skill? Again, we're not shitting on Jalen Green. He's a good ball player.
Yeah.
But I like I said, I think he's a pretty good jump shooter. I think he's a pretty good off the dribble. I think he's ultra. I mean, his athleticism probably is his supreme skill, but also he's not using that on a play-to-play basis like some of the other supreme athletes in basketball. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. Let's get back to the list.
It's a good conversation.
My number 8 was
let us know, because I don't know the answer. So maybe somebody can say something that enlightens me to say this is his greatest skill. Maybe it is just putting the ball in the basket.
Maybe it's his spin move, left foot, right corner shot, 12 for 12.
Maybe it's getting to the basket.
Maybe it's his hair.
Maybe it's just getting to the basket.
Yeah, putting pressure on the rim. Number 8, like I mentioned, I had Ja Morant here. We already did that. Derek also had Ja Morant at number 8.
I had Ja Morant at number 8 too. So we started copying each other's list right
What's
here.
my number 8? Did I get my number 8? No.
I'm not sure.
My number 8 is Darius Garland.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have had the same guys being talked about.
I feel bad leaving DG off this list.
Yeah,
you should. You should.
Man, DG know I got love for him.
You should.
You may look like a king if LaMelo is healthy and they win 38 games next season. 38. That's
38 make the play-in. Sound like a dream.
They would have to win a little bit more for me to put him above Darius Garland.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I like LaMelo. I can't say I love LaMelo as a basketball player.
He do be kind of killing me with all this, like, the hot Cheetos on his feet. Like, stuff like that. Just like, wow.
You know that's not real, right?
Oh, shit. I don't feel
That was not LaMelo. That was not LaMelo.
Who? Did somebody actually get that?
Not in the NBA. It was just a tattoo.
But did somebody actually get that?
It's a real tattoo.
They need their ass.
They do. But
I thought you were about to say some play style. He do be killing me when he I just want him to be healthy and available because I do think motherfuckers be having LaMelo Ball fucked.
Yeah, I think that the things that you cannot teach, he does really well. And some of the things that you do teach, the motherfucker ain't learned. And I think that's like, Tom Brady just had a clip on Colin Cowherd. It's obviously talking about football, about like us talking about the development of quarterbacks, but nobody's talking about the people that are doing the developing, right? So I feel like LaMelo Ball has a crazy amount of talent, right? I mean, from a kid, LeVar Ball was saying, that's going to be the best ball, but like he knew from very early on. But his lack of structure, specifically when he gets to the NBA, those first couple of years of him having coach after coach, training staff after training staff, I don't know if anybody's ever taught him some of the shit that makes some of these other guys elite at basketball because he already has the innate ability and the innate size and the playmaking. Yeah. He's also, I don't know if you want to call him a surgeon, but his vision is great, especially for
he's not in that territory.
He's in that hospital?
Yeah. He's in that hospital. He's a doctor right now.
Oh, but he ain't
the surgeon.
He's doing his residency. He's almost. He's
got to play a couple more games, but yeah, I totally feel that. And
I want to see him in a playoff series.
Yeah,
me too.
But goddamn it, because who knows if it ever.
The playoff series allows you to adapt. It allows you to make on-the-fly adjustments.
I think it's where you really find out who a player is.
And I think it helps the player because then you have a different added thing in your resume to be like, oh shit, okay, that was the difference, and now. The regular season should be a breeze once you get in the playoffs.
That's why that fucking mentality has kind of gives a little bit.
Maybe that slows down in the playoffs. Maybe
it would have to. I think it got to.
Yeah, it does. So the crazy shots is one thing. I think it's more so like, say they somehow make it in as the 8th seed and they're going against the number 1 Cavs or whatever. That mentality to me kind of shows that like he'll still probably average like 25 plus or whatever because it's like. No matter what, I'm going to do me like there's no timid factor with him when you have that type of mentality.
I think he can do that. I just think it would be ugly.
In 4?
Yeah, they still getting their ass busted.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the efficiency. It's going to be the efficiency police will be on his ass.
I'm just thinking about just last year, the first round, they went against Tyler Herro. And Tyler Herro averaged like 15 points in that series. He averaged 25 in the regular season, got to the postseason, and he really struggled against that defense.
I think LaMelo Ball better than Tyler Herro.
I think LaMelo is like, he's going to be able to overcome some of that stuff. Like, I think he's a number one option type player. Will he win a championship? Probably not.
How long until you change your mind on that?
Until, honestly, like a major injury happens or something. Like,
Are we talking about the same person? Major injury. The motherfucker be missing half the season every year.
I mean, every time he comes back, the motherfucker is averaging 25 plus.
But at some point, 25 plus on 28 win team is not really anything.
That's some shit he can't control.
And I'm giving him grace because 28 is
I'll say this.
That's some shit.
I'm with Mike, but I'm also with KB. So as a guy that's in the middle, because I love LaMelo too, but I also am like looking at the clock.
And again, I'm really playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the clock as well. I think he gets a few more seasons, but like at some point, I do need to not have the injury. Like I am running out of my time of saying like I feel like a year or two ago, I would have him where you have him on the list. But as you can see, I'm at the point where like he's not even in my top 12. I didn't consider it because I have to start seeing something. Hey, fine. You with the Hornets. You ain't got to make it to the second round of conference finals, but damn it, get in that fucking play-in, get in one of these series, and even if you lose in 4 or 5, I'll take that. But at least I get to see something.
That's all I want.
Same thing with Zion. Hey, motherfucker, I got to see you be able to make an adjustment. How they gonna play you?
That structure was a key word because who the hell has had who had the opportunity to tell LaMelo you need to chill out a little bit? Not a single damn person.
Coach Lee, I bet. It's telling
I hope that it's this regime that's really getting it going.
I hope so.
Because I think this is obviously their center position is a lot to be desired, but like based on their offseason, this should be a competent team.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Not saying 40 wins, but
Colin
like
Sexton.
This is a team that should be in games.
About him. Miles Bridges be performing with them. Brandon Miller will be healthy. The rookie class is as good as they're going to fucking get.
Spencer Dinwiddie,
So Josh Green is still here. Trey Mann is healthy.
I won't say this is a make or break season for Melo.
Grant Williams is still there.
Because the roster still isn't great or
they
even
be
close
better
to
than the
good.
Raptors?
If Cade Cunningham could do what he did with the Pistons, LaMelo and them should be able to sniff the play-in. I'm not saying they got to have the same success as the Pistons, but I can make the excuses for you not making it to the second round in the conference. I can make that. I did it with Tracy McGrady. Those Magic teams sucked. But I cannot formulate the excuse for you to not make the playoffs at all. De'Aaron Fox found a way with the Kings, and granted, LaMelo ain't played with nobody nearly as good as Domantas Sabonis. Right. I understand that. Trae Young be making shit happen. I know a lot of people don't fuck with Trae Young. I love Trae Young.
Yeah.
He be making it happen. Those Hawks teams ain't shit. They just went 40 and 42. Jalen Johnson played 36 games.
Shout out Jalen Johnson.
Zachary Richardson was a fucking rookie. Double O ain't sniffing no All-Star game. They went out and traded DeAndre Hunter and got fucking Karis LeVert and George Niang. Karis LeVert don't compliment Trae Young, and he still was making it fucking happen. Now, they did lose the 2 play-in games.
I believe in some Trae Young.
But I'm just saying, LaMelo, when healthy, he just has to stay healthy. I think he can do the same thing with the Hornets team. I think he can.
Let's hope so.
I don't know. Sometimes they be rolling out some weak-ass lineups with that Hornets team. But this is the year, though.
They definitely do.
This is the year, though.
This is the year where they have some
he made
the
play in that 1 year.
Yes, he did. As a sophomore season, All-Star.
I'm just saying, you got to do. I want to see that more than just that year. Because that was a while ago now.
That was the last time they had like a somewhat competent. That was when Terry Rozier was nice.
Yes.
Gordon Hayward was healthy for
Who was the big man?
Season. Was it not a Zeller?
Oh, yeah.
It might have been a Zeller. I don't know. I can look it up.
Or maybe that was the first Plumlee.
Right. This is, oh my God, Montrezl Harrell, Mason Plumlee, Nick Richards. They got PJ Washington listed as a 5 here.
My 8 was Darius Garland. Darius Garland, a phenomenal year, 21-7-3, 47-40, 88. I mean,
43, yeah.
Here's the thing with Darius Garland, why he's 8. Let's just call a spade a spade. I can name off all of these different things. Darius Garland's in a tough position too, because if the Cavaliers don't take advantage of the East being vulnerable, and they have another one of those out years, and like KB says, he has another playoff run that is not like incredible, they're going to look at him as disposable. They're going to move on from him or Jared Allen. So he also has to deliver and do what he does. I just think some of those guys that are in this rankings are better than him. I think Trae Young is better than Darius Garland. I think, hell, if De'Aaron Fox get it together with the Spurs, I think he moves right up above Darius Garland. I think Ja Morant puts it together for full year can be better than Darius Garland. I do think Darius Garland is a little hurt because of the team, right? He's the third option compared to a lot of these other guys, either first or second in delivering. But I will say, like you said with Tyrese Maxey about the Robin thing, I think this is the one blessing for Darius Garland is that he's able to be my 8th point guard by being in his situation. He don't have to waste time. This is it. This is what I want to see Darius Garland in. I have no interest in seeing Darius Garland lead his own team.
Yeah, I look at his stats too, and I mean the talent that he has, I know that he could probably average more assists or average more points. He just plays with a dude that's always near the top of the league when it comes to scoring and everything like that.
I think it's should be acknowledged that he still does what he does with Donovan Mitchell. I don't think his numbers be bad. 21 and 7.
And
He's an all-star, right?
That's why when they stagger him, there's not really much of a drop-off. When they have the staggering is Darius Garland and Jared Allen versus when it's Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley, there's not really no drop-off because he does what he needs to do. He's one of those guys that is a really good Robin to the Batmans.
Yeah. I mean, some days he has the luxury of not even being Robin.
I don't think he's Robin.
He can be Alfred.
Yeah, I legitimately think this is Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley.
He said he's Alfred do his part.
Hey, Alfred is a real big part of their
man.
success as
Career-
Gotham.
She hurt my heart when Alfred had to walk away.
Career high in rim finishing this year. 41% on catch and shoot 3-point shooting. Playmaking off the charts, which just means he got a straight A's in all of the fucking playmaking metrics.
Hey, Alfred had to put Batman down in that comic I just referred to.
Oh,
Had
damn.
to put him down.
Oh.
He was turned into a zombie. He said, "Here go
Yeah.
Alfred."
I ain't reading that fucking comic.
It was pretty good. I think the thing that getting to what you were saying about, if they have another lackluster postseason, because at the bare minimum, this should be a conference finals team.
Yeah.
Bare minimum. If they lose to the Knicks in 7 or lose to the Knicks or probably the Knicks if it's going to be anybody, you can look at it and say, okay, we were almost there. But if somehow they're another second round exit to one of those teams that we're not even thinking about as one of the
Trae Young hitting it's cold in here,
or Paolo's averaging
here.
30 in the series.
Yeah, that's a total L for the Cavaliers.
Because right now, in the 523 minutes that Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland have played together in the postseason, they have a net rate of a minus 5.63.
They can't guard shit, I'm guessing.
They're just not. Yeah, they're off.
And they offense
the
be
rating is
stinky,
awful.
too.
The offense ends up falling off. The defense is not good. And then if you talk about the minutes just Darius Garland and no Donovan Mitchell, it's a minus 13.22. Like, and again, you want to give him leeway because of last season he had the injury. So like maybe we cut out the 2025 postseason run completely. And if I do that, numbers don't get that much better, y'all.
Because the year before he wasn't on shit at all.
Yes. So again, I got so much love for DG. I hope it works out because Donovan Mitchell's one of my boys as well. But I don't know how if they have an unsuccessful season, you can run it back for the fourth. Or is this going to be the fourth year?
I can't even.
Y'all
Lights too bright. Knicks.
Knicks is lights too bright.
Oh, I'm sorry. Lights too bright. Celtics. Pacers. This is year 4 of them together. So you can't go year 5 and be like, yeah, we cool. We gonna run it back. You already did fire the coach and got a new guy in there. That's step number 1 when your team is unsuccessful. Step number 2 is breaking up the core or making a major adjustment.
Do y'all think Donovan Mitchell, and again, it's more so the idea, because I know y'all don't really care about it that much, but does he deserve to be in that same light kind of as a Joel Embiid for not being able to get past the second round?
No, mostly because we look at Joel Embiid as the MVP. I've never looked at Donovan Mitchell saying he was a top 5 player in the league.
I was watching something that said like just the pressure on players, and it kind of brought that up.
He is under pressure, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I think it's just levels to like Joel Embiid is an all-time, like he had the potential to be a top 10 center ever and had an MVP season where he was averaging more points per minute than anybody's ever done before. That's different than Donovan Mitchell, who again is, when we do the shooting guard positions, he's probably number 2 at the number 3 at the bare lowest. He's number 3. Joel Embiid was like, for a year, deemed to be the best player in the world. for that one singular season. So it's just different. And every season around that, he's a second best center, which puts him probably top 7.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just different levels of talent, I guess.
I see what you mean. I looked at it always just as it was more so on the team than Donovan Mitchell. I think it's hard to just place it like say that since you're that good that you should be able to carry a team.
Mm-hmm.
But he has put up some, and don't get me wrong, he's had some bad games. But like he's put up some absurd numbers that if other players probably did that with their team, contributing the right way, they probably would have got to the next round.
Yeah, you don't see his numbers drop off at all in the postseason.
At all.
At least off the top of my head. Maybe you do. Off the top of my head, I wouldn't expect it.
I feel like it's hard to not have a rough game here or there, but for the most part, especially since the damn Utah days, he's been killing. He's been a playoff riser.
Where we at number 7?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7 for Derek Miller is Trae Young.
Wait, who was his 8?
His 8 was Ja Morant.
Okay.
My number 7 is James Harden.
It's my number 7 as well.
My number 7 is Trae Young.
Okay.
We probably got to flip then. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had James Harden here. Obviously, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, floor risers in the history of this sport.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, they were projected to win 35 games. They won 50. A lot of that is James Harden keeping the offense steady, right? I think they were league average offensively. The defense is where they hung their hat in one of these bunch of games, but they don't do any of that if the offense never comes around and ends up being, again, league average. And, you know, for him to be that much of a workhorse this late in his career, you can't do anything but respect it at the end of the day. So this is a guy that, like, if you asked me after last season, what do you think this season top 10 will look like? I don't think James Harden
Not at all.
is on the list.
That's why I put him so high, because he is. I was teetering like, man, I want to put Trae, but like, man, James Harden
I had a
at this
hell of a
age,
damn year. Yeah.
The circumstance with that team.
You talk about all the talents of the point guard leagues, and James Harden is still getting it done. And I swear it was like 2 years ago where it's like, James Harden can't go past nobody.
Yeah, just last season, I think what he averaged, like 17 or 18.
He can't get no
before.
past nobody. You know what I'm saying? And now he's back to averaging over a dub. And then the playmaking, he just carried up that narrative where the Clippers had a really good team, but like he's a riser for your team. He's able to get you to the playoffs. He still kept that thing to where he's never missed it. Like he is one of them guys, and again, at his age, to still be able to get it done.
One of them games in the playoffs, he spazzed too.
Yeah. Well, that's the James Harden way. You're going to give us one.
Bro, I love me some James Harden, man. I'm so glad that he was able to make this list again.
Yeah. 16 straight years of postseasons.
You don't miss him.
You do not miss. You do not miss.
Do you think if
31
James Harden
series.
hops on the Hornets right now, does he get him to the playoffs in the East?
Does he have a lob threat?
He got
Diabate got catch a lob or two.
Yeah, I think he might.
They
get
make the
them too.
postseason, man.
He
In
might
the
get
Eastern
them too.
Conference?
Yes,
They
in the
make the
Eastern
postseason.
Conference. The James Harden
I
carried the
got
Hornets
James
to a
Harden
win.
taking them. Yeah, because he'll be healthy and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about James too.
He ain't gonna
He gonna
miss as
play.
many.
He gonna play.
Yeah, I ultimately had Trae at 7 because I just think Trae Young is top surgeon. Trae Young is that guy to me.
Top surgeon.
I just wanted to acknowledge some of the years that the other two dudes had
Mm-hmm.
that I have above him, but I was starting to project a little bit too much because my projection would have had Trae Young top 5 because I think he's about to have a dark horse MVP type season personally. He was just incredible, and again, I look at the team that he did it with. One of the things B-Ball Index also has is your teammate grading. And yeah, the teammate grades for Trae Young just weren't that good. And for them to still be able to win 40 games with no Jalen Johnson for a lot of it, a rookie wing. Shout out to Dyson Daniels. I think Dyson Daniels was one of the bright spot teammates for Trae Young. And I'm interested to see how they could continue to make that marriage work going into this season.
Time too.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't even.
That's the Clint way now.
But I mean, I'm saying in the playoffs, Clint would have helped them in that little play-in. Like they needed size, they needed Jalen Johnson, they missed those guys.
Yeah, shot quality is an F, so he's making the shit happen with getting all of the attention. Rim shot creation was still incredible. ISO impact was an F this year for Trae Young, but I do love the mid-range and floaters. They were off the charts for him. He did rank dead last in time off the ball.
Yes. Yeah.
That's another thing.
And
Where
guess
like
what?
they rank
He needed
Guess
every
what?
time.
Instead of saying
They needed
it's
that
not gonna
time on the
change.
ball though.
No, that's an improvement from the year before.
That's fucked up.
I put that shit on the Hawks too because Besides
Nobody else
Jalen,
there.
nobody else is creating that.
He
shit.
hasn't shown any desire to use any of your cap space to invest in that either, though. They did it with DeJounte Murray, and that sample size with DeJounte was probably like, let's not even take any of the cap and put it in there. Let's go get Nikhil, Porzingis. Let's double and triple down on Trae Young holding the basketball and making all of the decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Trae one spot higher at number 6. It's different, right? Because I think him and James Harden, when James Harden said the quote, "I'm not a system player, I'm a system," 100% true. That system is good enough to win 50 games and make the postseason every single season. Trae Young is also the system to a lesser degree, and it's Trae Young's in a weird spot because we haven't seen him play anything outside of that system.
Yeah.
So right now we know that system can get you in the play-in in the Eastern Conference. We've seen that system be good enough to make the conference finals 3 years ago. But I do wonder, like, okay, hypothetically, this Hawks team that we all project to be really good this season doesn't end up being that. You talk about make or break seasons. Will we find a way where Trae Young is not the system, but also a great player? And I'm trying to figure out, does playing off the ball more help Trae Young? He set more screens this year than any time in his career. Again, you said it was dead last, but that still was higher than the year before.
Yeah.
Even with that said, he had a shitty team, and still I look at him and say, good season, all things considered. You want his 3-point shooting to get to live up to what it should be, but also he's taking fucking sidestep 30-footers all the time. So the efficiency is always going to drop. So, but I do respect the season that Trae Young had. I think that, last thing before you go, Mike, I think that James Harden had a better season last year. Undoubtedly, if we were doing just based off last season, I think this is flip-flopped, but that's not just what my ranking or our rankings were this season.
I don't even remember what I was about to say.
Is that why you cut people off so fast? Because you don't know if you're going to be able to retain that thought until they're done talking?
Yeah, because Mike will definitely, it's one thing to, like, it ain't no problem cutting nobody off, but you'll go left field.
Yeah.
Like, and Trae Young. Back to what I was going to say about LaMelo. But no, shout out to my boy Trick or Trae. I'm expecting you to be in top 5, top 4, top 3 conversations.
Top 3 shit.
Next year. Because I think
even
this
top
could
4,
be your
fuck.
year.
I think top 5 is where it's got to be.
Top 5?
But even then, the guy got a number 5. It's going to be hard to catch him.
But when you say dark horse MVP, man, come on, man.
One thing about Trae, he going to put up them stats.
Oh, what a stat, yes.
The stats is already given. It's
24 and 12 last year. But I'm just thinking about that team.
Oh, that's what I was going to get into with what you were talking about, just the sidestep 30-footers and all that. The first half of the season when Jalen Johnson was there, I didn't think I seen that much of that because he was more so, I'm getting everybody involved. I have the talent to help to put up the points. I just got to keep getting everybody involved. Once Jalen Johnson went down, that's when that shit came back, where it's just like, I got to revert to doing everything offensively. So with Jalen Johnson back, I'm thinking that's going to alleviate some of the efficiency matters and just some of that stuff for Trae Young.
On paper, this team is single-handedly the best team Trae Young has ever been a part of.
100%.
Dyson Daniels, Ricochet number 2, Jalen Johnson healthy, Double O, Porzingis, Nikhil, Luke Kennard. I'm talking about, like, Trae Young is positioned. If these guys can be healthy and he can be who I know he can be, legitimately dark horse MVP, man. He can have the moments, the wins, the stats. This could be it.
One of my guarantees from the last podcast was that Trae Young leads the league in assists again.
Yeah.
Did you see the guarantee or any of the guarantees that popped up, P?
I didn't, but I saw Derek's guarantee, which was like the number one thing in my chat. They like, Derek don't know what a guarantee is. And I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? And like, what he said something on the podcast? And it was like he guaranteed the Nuggets to win the championship. And then they sent me
to win the West.
Win the West. Oh, to win the West.
Win the West.
And then was like, you put your life on it? I ain't saying all that.
I wish he was here. Get well soon, D Philly.
Who we here at 7?
I'm trying to find right now. He didn't number it. So 10, 9, 8. His 7 was Trae Young, and then his 6 was James Harden. So he had it.
Like me.
Yeah.
My 7 was James Harden, 6 was Trae Young.
Top 5. The top 5 point guards in basketball. Who want to throw out their number 5 spot?
My number 5 is Cade Cunningham.
Wow.
I don't think we all gonna have the same list from here on out, right?
I don't know.
Who you got at 5, KB?
I have at 5. Cade Cunningham.
I think
I got
Derek got
Mr.
Jalen
Cunningham
Brunson.
at 5 too.
Yeah, he does.
Derek got Jalen Brunson.
Derek has Jalen Brunson.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
You know what? Good for Derek.
No.
I didn't want to be the one to say no, but no. I just don't think Cade was better than Jalen Brunson last season, the year before that.
That's
the year before
all.
that. That's fine. But no, Cade Cunningham had a phenomenal
Okay,
season.
with combo.
Oh, you did more
Did
with
more
less.
with less.
That's fucking nuts. But no, I mean, he did do a lot with not a lot. So you got to give him credit there. One coaching change and empowering a player to be himself can go a very long way. And I think that's what happened with Cade Cunningham. There was never a doubt in my mind that Cade Cunningham can be one of these dudes. Even going into last season, I remember he was ranked like 62 on ESPN Top 100.
Just
and
disrespectful, by the way.
I quoted it saying that's the craziest thing. And the amount of replies and quote tweets is like, Cade Cunningham is not that good. I'm like, y'all not really watching what this man is doing. Yes, they lost 27 straight games, but the guy is fucking really good at basketball. And now that the team is competent, you saw that. There's obviously some things that he needs to get better at, but we're really just looking at his first season as an all-star caliber player. And I think that a lot of the things that we look at should get better. The turnovers should get better as another lead ball handler added to the team in Jaden Ivey. And his turnover numbers when Ivey was there was lower than when Ivey was gone because he's not holding the ball as much. So just a really good season. Pull-up jump shooting. I'm sure you got
Everything.
Okay.
What you want?
I'm
You
gonna
want
let
pull
go.
up jump
Just
shoot?
do whatever you got.
Cade Cunningham, matchup difficulty, who he was guarding on a night basis. It was a C, which was a little bit surprising to me.
I think that's better than
it's super. It's better than his peers for sure.
Yeah, that's what I
Trae
kinda
Young
look
and
at.
them is not guarding nobody.
I'd rather take
Jalen
Cade
Brunson.
defensively than a lot of these point
I
guards.
think Jalen Brunson got an F. But I just thought because of his size that they would maybe he guard a little bit better people, but they had a lot going on. He guarded stars 12% of the time. They have that now too. You can see the stars, the level player. Overall shot making 99 percentile A+. Overall shot creation 100 percentile A+. Self-created shot quality was an F. Off-ball shot making was an A and 86 percentile. Transition shot making was a D-. Rim shot creation 100 percentile A+. Where's the part y'all really want? One-on-one shot making A+, 100 percentile. Mid-range shot making 99 percentile A+. Where is the mid-range pull-up? He's the only player that this went into 2 pages. 3-point shot making 90 percentile. 3-point pull-up shot making 94 percentile A. Catch and shoot 3-point percentage was 39%, which was graded out as a B. It's nothing he didn't do.
Yeah.
Rim shots per 75 and
what'd you say?
82 percentile.
The F you had mentioned that was just shot quality.
Yeah,
Every
tough
shot
shot
he's taking
taking,
is
yeah.
going to be
Because
tough
they don't-
because they're collapsing.
Yeah, they
on
collapsing.
him. They're showing him double coverage and everything, and for him to still be A's and a lot of that is super impressive. And the rim one too is something that's just kind of glaring because he's super good at once he realizes he has a size on you, he'll get to the cup. He'll get to the cup and he'll just take the easy one. So that makes sense. And
Mid-range shot making 99 percentile.
he
A+.
takes what the defense gives him a lot of the time. He really does.
Defensively, he did his thing. He was in the 82 percentile in rim protection, rim deterrence 92 percentile, blocks per 75, almost 1, which was a B. Rim defensive field goal percentage versus expected was a negative 6.9. So guys almost shot 7% less when they met him at the rim for who he was guarding. Now, I don't want to make it sound like he's guarding Embiid and stopping Embiid, but take that with whatever. The only thing that he didn't grade out well is what? Playmaking is off the charts, but the other grade that's in
Turnovers.
playmaking is turnover.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He turned the ball over a shit ton. That's it.
I'm so glad that they had that run they did, not even just the regular season, but being able to fight against the Knicks in the playoffs, because that's a young team right there. You know what I'm saying? And to go against the Knicks, that's only going to kind of get you that experience. The next time comes around, Cade is going to be a better player in the playoffs. The team is going to be better. It's just they're on the right track. For a lot of these young teams, they're on the right path that you want to follow. And it's funny because, again, they did just lose 27 games straight not too long ago.
You remember what he said up there too when they lost all them games? He's like, "We ain't this bad, man."
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And if you were watching them games, you felt that. Some of them games, it was up by 7 with a minute to go, and they lost. And Cade Cunningham, I remember one, I forget who it was against, where like he's at center court with the ball in his hands and they zoom in on him like he's on the fucking Office and his face is like, I can't believe we just lost this game.
Yeah. Hey, you remember when
I think he's gonna win an MVP. Not this
he
year.
he has the qualities.
I
too.
think in the next 3 to 4 years, Cade Cunningham is the league MVP. That would have been one of my guarantees.
Oh, I guarantee.
Damn,
that would fit better at the other one.
Which was the other?
What did we do? The one right before that.
The
opinions you believe, but not like it's like 10% of you. That episode.
More than 10% of me believes he's gonna win MVP.
Okay.
Maybe not a guarantee. That's a stretch, but damn it, I think he's winning the MVP.
In this spot, Derek had Jalen Brunson, and then he had Cade at number 4. And I have Jalen Brunson at number 4.
I got Brunson at number 4.
I got Brunson at number 4.
Yeah, we might have a uniform list from this point on, but I think that we do this years ago. We would just be like, "Here's the top 3," and then we done. Let's really give these people their flowers because Jalen Brunson just went from a guy that like when we were in the old studio and Jalen Brunson signed with the Knicks, I gave their offseason a B-. It was cool. Jalen Brunson's cool. He's a fine NBA player, but he ain't about to change some shit. That motherfucker changed everything. Changed the culture, or helped change the culture. Changed the team, took the pay cut, maybe a little bit on the table. We're going to talk about but he took the pay cut to make sure everybody else get paid, and now he's one of our premier playoff performers. Like, it's hard to even fathom, even though we watched every single second of the postseason for the Knicks, for a guy who, when I met him, me and him were damn near looking at each other eye to eye. For him to go into an NBA playoff series where the stakes are at the all-time high and to be able to drop 10 straight points in a fourth quarter when his team needs him to do it, that shit is so underappreciated
And
in
if
these
y'all keep
conversations.
fucking around, he gonna be number 3 or 2 on his list.
him and Donovan Mitchell are to me in my like the winners in the league right now, where they play so much bigger than their size is. Like, again, Jalen Brunson is about 5'10", 5'11" on a good day. And it's not like other point guards are on him. He's checking small forwards are
Come here,
checking this
Asar
dude.
Thompson.
Asar Thompson is guarding him, and he's making him
And
stumble for a game winner.
he's still getting his 30. You know what I'm saying? And it really, when it comes down to clutch time, because there's a lot of games where, you know, they're focusing on him, or maybe he's not starting off as high, he gets in foul trouble. When that fourth quarter come around, we know what he's finna do.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, he's been so amazing for the Knicks. And I think when we were doing the, like, grading it, I'm pretty sure I gave it a little bit of a higher grade because the Knicks were so centered on getting him that I think it's a W.
But they cheated to do it. They really wanted him so much they cheated to do it. Say it.
No.
Fuck it. Eddie
I ain't gonna
Guerrero,
say
we
it.
lie, we cheat, we steal.
But
They don't only cost us second round picks. I would do it too.
again, dude is a monster at 5'9.5". So I'm gonna just keep going down on this height every time.
Next thing
about
talk,
5'7".
He's 5'4", doing this at the he's
Just insane. to me.
Overall shot making, 99 percentile. Off-ball shot making, 88 percentile. Rim shot creation, 89 percentile. Drives per 75 possessions, 18.7, 19 drives per 75 possessions, 99 percentile. Rim shot making, 84 percentile. Guarded by difficulty, 99 percentile. Same thing with isolation defense. He's seeing the best defenders, the Asar Thompsons of the world. ISO impact, 98 percentile.
Makes sense to me.
So he had the possessions and the impact. Mid-range talent, A+. Midi pull-up field goal percentage, 49%. A-. 3-point shot making, 95 percentile. Catch and shoot, 3-point shooting, 42%, which graded out as an A, 87 percentile. He had on ball almost 50% of the time, which is an 100 percentile. So Jalen Brunson, the only thing he wasn't grading out well was his openness, which was an F. So when you see all of these numbers and the impact, just know he's doing it while not being open. He's making these shots and making people pay. But matchup difficulty, he ain't guarding shit. He graded it at F. They literally like, hey, what you do? Hey, Tyler, that's Tyler Hahn over there. Let me go guard him.
Am I mistaken right? Didn't Jalen Brunson like hurt his ankle and he went to the locker room for a little bit and then came back?
Yeah.
Was that this
That was the
postseason?
Pistons series.
Against the
yeah.
Pistons, yeah.
That was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen.
He pulled his Willis Reed.
One-on-one shot making, 97 percentile.
That was some of the craziest shit I've ever seen, man.
Yeah, it ain't much to say. He's a bad man.
Yeah. Derek had it
Bad
flipped,
dude.
so he had Cade at number 4. Number 3,
Luka. No, I'm just playing. Steph Curry.
I got Steph Curry.
Look, I know
Ordeal.
Mike was ready.
Yeah. Derek also has Steph Curry at number 3.
So I'm not-
Step up there.
I'm not gonna lie. I wrote down a lot of extensive notes on everybody. When I got to these top 3, I stopped.
Because you don't need stats to prove it. It's just
you don't need
know who they are.
But I will say Steph Curry, again, 100 percentile matchup guarded difficulty, which means he was number 1 in the entire NBA.
As he should.
Number 1.
As he
Every
should.
team made sure their best of the best of the best guarded him. Not Shai, not, Anthony Edwards. Steph Curry was number 1.
I think when you talk about players, it's like, they're the first names on the locker room or whatever, or on the whiteboard. Steph got to have the most shit next to his name because it's not just you as a player. It's everybody around you. So the center that's kind of hedged on a little bit on these off-ball screens, you got to follow this shit to a T or he might have 50 tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the most attention to detail person you have to be while like you're writing your game plan forward.
And this was like a cool year for him.
Yeah.
Made all NBA second team. Normal Steph Curry shit. I don't know if there's a single negative thing you could say about Steph Curry as a ball player.
The nuclear game he had against the Rockets where Jimmy goes down, it's like, ooh, maybe they could kind of pull out this. No, Steph kind of takes over.
Oh, yeah.
Steph takes over and wins that game for them. So it's so raw to keep seeing the players that I watched growing up still doing their thing in their mid 30s.
He close to the late 37.
Yeah.
So they just did an event. Did y'all see our Maddie?
She shook his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she was at one of his events at a golf course. I'm like, damn, that's so fucking dope.
Mm-hmm.
Steph Curry, I know we virtually interviewed him. It's something different about meeting the motherfucker. Steph Curry's towards the top of the list of people I need to meet.
Yeah.
Even if it's just going like by.
I feel like Klay Thompson is in that same boat just because I feel like Klay Thompson he's a quiet dude, but he probably likes to party or some shit. Like he likes to probably have beers on his boat or whatever.
Sure.
He probably seemed like a chill dude.
We need to ask him how was his first year in Dallas because he was landlocked. There is no riding the boat to the practice facility no more.
You got another boat you ride.
Ride that boat.
Number 2.
Let me drive the boat.
Mr. Doncic.
Mr. Doncic is number 2
Doncic.
as well. Down season for Luka, objectively.
Which makes me feel like he could be number 1 next year.
He could. Definitely could. I wouldn't put it past him. But still, like, even when you just watch his Slovenia, like, I know they didn't end up going to the final.
He was getting the shit off.
He was doing it, and he also was defending relatively well. But based on what you compare Luka to normally
Index said
be,
he was defending well. So did Data Baller.
Remember the weight?
I mean,
well for
Luka. Well for Luka.
Sure.
Well for Luka.
Getting fit.
Well for Luka.
Yeah, I know we want to spend a lot of time on the top, but like, what can you actually say about it? It is still weird that he's
it's
as
how
good as
they
he
are
is without an MVP award. Like that still feels weird to me. But maybe this is the season. Maybe it's not. I don't know. That roster may not be good enough to win an MVP. But he is just all these guys towards the top of the list are the system. Like just
do all of the greats win MVP? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a person that we would consider. Dwayne Wade is probably the best player to never win an MVP.
Fuck, Luka, we got to get you one, bro.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett got one. Elijah won. Jordan.
Dirk got his.
Bird, Magic.
Malone. All these guys got them at least one.
Mm-hmm.
Does Zeke got one? Zeke got one.
Does he?
I think Zeke got one.
Let's figure it out.
If I'm not mistaken, Zeke got one. I
If
might
he
be
does,
flying out my fucking teeth, but I don't know why I feel like Zeke got one.
Let's see. Isaiah Thomas. I hope he do. 12-time All-Star. All-Star game MVPs is the best he got.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got 3 back-to-back-to-back seasons before his ankles gave out of All-NBA first teams.
So in those years, Bird was winning them shits.
Yeah, 84, 80. Yeah, that's a 3-peat for
do y'all
Larry
ever
Bird.
look at the stats and be like, this dude averaged 34, 9, and 10. Didn't get it.
Didn't get it,
Yeah.
bro.
So it's like, bro, what the hell?
Not only did he didn't get it, we didn't feel bad about him not getting it. You know what I mean? It's like the other guy was just
times
better.
over 70
Who else
games.
ain't got one? Melo ain't got one. Wade ain't got one. McGrady ain't got one. But those guys ain't never been top 10.
Mm.
Yeah. Malone got one.
I'm like, who?
Malone.
Dwayne Wade in 2009, I'm looking at this article, is the best example of somebody to not have one. They got Chris Paul on this list. Jerry West does not have one.
Jerry West.
T-Mac, Kawhi Leonard, obviously.
Oh, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard don't have one.
Havlicek never got one for our time, obviously. Stockton,
makes sense
Pippen,
with-
Peyton.
though, with Kawhi,
Even
'cause he don't
Dirk
really
went
have
and
any
got one,
games
man.
Dirk got his, man.
Dirk wasn't fucking around. He said, I need, man. Y'all got me fucked up. Duncan, KG, Shaq. Yeah, man.
Number 1 on the list.
The White ain't got one.
The White does not have one. Oh, Derek also has Doncic at 2 and Curry at 3. And the best in the NBA when it comes to the point guard position is the reigning MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Phenomenal season, man.
Nearly the perfect season.
2K cover athlete.
Phenomenal
Shai
season.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
MVP, Finals MVP, champion.
I can't wait to relive
that.
this season for 5 years from now, so I can really, because I don't know
Why you gotta wait 5 years?
I don't
to
know
do
why
that?
the human brain works like that.
I kind of feel that though.
I don't know why.
I
In
don't
real
know,
time,
5 years. 5 years ago, we were in the bubble. Yeah, I guess I appreciate that.
You
More than I
appreciate
did in real
education reform.
yeah, I do.
what was the equal shit? Group economics.
I don't fucking remember.
Group Evan. Hold on, I'm gonna look it
Do
up.
they have a list of stuff you pick from, or you can just
I
say
think you
like?
picked it up. I
Okay.
think you could pick it.
Because that was a weird time.
Because it said vote for Millsap.
vote for Mill. That shit was kind of hard. I'll buy a vote for Millsap jersey. Wear it to Lollapalooza or something.
On some tea time shit.
Do y'all want to see? Look at this.
Okay.
I saw this at the store and I was like, I need it
For what?
to eat.
Oh, I thought you
It
were
said,
going to put it in somebody's tailpipe.
They were given an option to choose from 29 different messages.
Do they have all 29?
Some of them include Black Lives Matter.
We gotta say a
I
little bit
can't
more on this
breathe,
shade, y'all.
justice, peace, equality.
What more can you say about a guy that averaged 30 the entire postseason and won Finals MVP? That's all I got.
They don't have all 29, but they have most of the ones up here.
I wonder what
But they
the
do
one
have
that
group economics up here as one of the ones you could afford.
nobody picked. I want one of the ones that everybody's like, that shit ass.
Yeah. They don't have it all up here.
Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, that's the top 10 point guards of basketball according to numbers on the board. Now we said we're gonna do the Halliburton and who else? Dame and Kyrie. Why did that take me so long? I think if Halliburton was going to be ranked, I would put him at number 5 personally.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'd put him in number. Based off last season, yeah, probably number 5. I wanted to put Kate above him, but he deserves his flowers for what he did last season.
Yeah, I would have put him at 5 or 4. I would have wanted to put Brunson at 4, but Halliburton really did his shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably 5.
If I was going to rank Kyrie Irving, I would probably put him
He'd probably been like 8.
7 or 8. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, 7 or 8.
Would Dame have made y'all shit?
He might have ended up 10.
10, yep.
Yeah.
He might have ended up
Because
10.
assuming healthy and he was doing this.
And that's just off the top of my head without looking at
Exactly.
none of the,
Yeah. Matter of fact, we gotta watch how we do it. Motherfuckers don't be knowing when we doing shit off the top of our head. Man, you said you would have Kyrie 8? Motherfucker. Huh? He's like, bro, I spent 2 seconds thinking about it.
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, man. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. What a year.
Other than Jokic, he's the most improbable number 1 in his position in modern NBA.
What about Giannis?
Good call.
Wait, say it again. He is the definite number 1 at his position?
No, improbable.
Oh.
Thinking about who he was when he got drafted, nobody thought he was
okay.
going to be the league MVP. I say obviously Jokic, second round
Jokic is
pick.
the same thing. Okay,
Giannis,
yeah.
15th pick. So Giannis is another good one. But I think as a rookie,
Embiid.
Embiid not bad either. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But as a rookie, it's like Luka, you could be like, oh, that guy's going to be the best point guard in the league one day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Curry. Curry's a
Curry.
good argument too for
Curry.
his run at number
Devin
1.
Booker. Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Donovan Mitchell, he might not be, the number 1 all the time, but he is definitely somebody you didn't project to be like that.
Yeah.
Utah definitely found number 1.
He immediately was that guy.
Bro, as a rookie. That shit had to be like a dream, honestly. You just wake up and you just all of a sudden the lead scorer on the NBA team.
We had a good run of guys, I guess. That was a good little list we just made of based off how what the perception was when it was drafted in the first years or whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of more. I just off the top of my
Kawhi
head.
Leonard,
Kawhi Leonard. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's another
James Harden.
one. Mike,
the 6th man.
can I give you your flowers?
For what?
Let's go to 2K. The first build you made, I fucking hate it. Your Luka build was so ass to me. The one you just played, we played Pro-Am. I love that build. I think you went like 12 for 12 from 3 in that really close game.
That
And
build
we
made me
needed
feel
every
like
single one of them threes.
Yeah, that build made me feel good too. That build made me feel like I can focus on some shit.
What you mean?
Because sometimes we be having to have builds where like it's multiple scores. That build made me feel like I could just rock out on my Jaylen Brown build. I could just like take on that focus of guarding that point guard, the opposing guard, or opposing best player, offensive player, versus trying to do too much.
Switching gear. I'm sorry.
I like that. I really do like that build. I don't share builds though. I gatekeep builds. So
The best thing you said about that build is, man, I ain't make him after nobody. I made a ball player.
Cause it used to be fun, but I'm sick of people being like, "Who'd you make this guy to be?" It's just like I'm making a dude I want to play with. You know what I'm saying?
Making the dudes you want to play with, yeah.
The dream dude I want to play with, yeah.
Is that Christian just laugh over there?
I don't know.
What's the most y'all would spend at one time on a hobby, money-wise? First of all, I don't even know what y'all hobbies really are. I know we all like gaming. That's obviously a hobby. But outside of gaming, what is the most amount of money you'd be willing to spend at one time on one thing on a hobby?
This stuff, because I don't really have many hobbies, and let alone an
At
expensive
once?
one.
At once.
At once?
Because obviously, if your hobby, it's going to accumulate. You're going to buy something new every couple months, and it's going to accumulate. Be like, oh, shit, I've spent this much money on
1,500.
Lego.
1,500.
15?
I think. I don't know what we categorize as a hobby. I like watches. That's not a hobby, right?
Watch collecting.
It's like a collection.
It's a hobby.
collection.
Yeah, I would count that. I would count that for sure.
$10,000, $12,000, $15,000 for the right watch. It got to be the right time. I'm not collecting watches, so that's not my hobby.
It's a watch, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to be right time.
You like that?
Yeah. It's also like, okay, here's the catalyst of this. I am collecting a very specific collection of Pokemon cards. But I'm also doing them in the wild. I don't want to order online. I want to find them in a store or find them at a show, yada yada.
You're hunting.
I'm hunting. I'm Pokemon. I'm trying to catch them all. Damn it. And the series that I'm trying to do is called a Prime series from like, I forget, 2011 or whatever. The number one card in the set, the most expensive card.
14,000?
No, it's not that expensive.
Oh, I'm about to say.
When we were doing this episode, every once in a while I look at their surrounding stores, what their inventory is. The store down the street has this card, but the motherfucker's expensive. But it's the number one card.
How much?
It's $1,200 for one card.
I would buy it. The amount of money I spent on the 2K so far is a lot. But you know what I had to tell myself?
But you know what? Also, that's different because
I'm making money off of it.
Not even just that you're making money. It's a engagement hobby where like you're playing 2K. This card is gonna do nothing but sit on my desk or on a shelf and be part of my set.
So
it's not the same as like getting golf clubs.
I think it comes down to the value.
I have a Wheaties box of Tiger Woods that's in plastic that I bought, and I know Dana was like, when she watched me back, I know she was doing this, scratching her head, like, what the fuck is this? And all it's doing is sitting in the room. I even just took it off my display. You can't even see it on camera no more because I'm like, oh, I want something new. I got the Dragon Ball set, and I want to put that there. But I don't mind shit sitting. I buy so many collectibles. That's a hobby.
Yeah.
The collectibles. I got 1,000 collectibles that are still in box. Calvin Johnson, Aaron Rodgers, you name it. They just sitting. They're not even in a set. You can't even see it. And I was spending whatever they was asking for on eBay. Now, I'm not spending thousands, but there was some where I'm like, oh, that Charles Woodson with the Wolverines college version, I'll spend a little. I spent $100 on that.
Yeah.
And then they got rare ones where they have a specific uniform. Like, man, this is the gold rare. If you can get Calvin Johnson in the blue Lions, I'm willing to buy that. And all it's gonna do is sit.
I think I'm kind of in that same boat with the collectibles. I just feel like as sports guys, you gonna do that type of shit. Like there's just memory and some shit. It's different value from just like.
Now, shout out to you for my other collectibles I know with the love. Trae Young signed Adidas.
Part of me is
Zach
like
LaVine signed
I gotta
Adidas.
hold all this shit.
I ain't have to spend no money on that.
Because once I have like my man cave or a real basement, I'm flooding that shit
going fucking
out.
nuts.
Going
fucking nuts.
All this shit that's sitting in boxes, y'all gonna have a spot soon. Like, you know,
exactly.
No trip on
Let me work a little bit hard.
But a lot of that is, besides that though, I think I had to teach myself like, try not to buy some shit that's just for to be sitting there.
Same.
So
like,
part of me,
I'm trying to learn that.
It's hard for me to give myself my own budget.
Yeah.
Right. And then when I talked to my financial advisor, he like, oh yeah. So there's no resistance, but part of me as normally a pretty frugal guy, it's hard to spend that much on one singular thing. So I got this picture of my most expensive cars that I own.
It's not one singular thing though, because it's a part of the collection.
It's a part of the collection, but I got this picture of all the sports cars, my most expensive sport cards. I got 5 rookie signed Shai Gilgeous-Alexander cards that I bought for $50 when he was a rookie, and now without them graded, they're like $1,200 each. So in my mind, if I sell one of these cards, that'll pay for the Gengar card that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But also, I really want to keep my Shai collection at the same time. So
because what if he wins another MVP?
Exactly.
Don't you say you have 5 of them though?
I got 5 of them.
Right. So
But
keep
that's
them
also-
all.
I would trade them.
I would go
trade
buy that
one.
fucking Pokemon card. We're not talking about a car. We're not talking about a $700 pair of shoes. We're talking about a card. You're never finna buy a card like this again. See, that's the thing. But if you do, is it gonna be $1,200?
Because that's not the only collection his ass is finna do. It's gonna be the next collection. Is
Yeah, I
probably gonna
think
have
that once I complete, it's 22 cards. I think I got 7 of them. Once I get 22, I'll probably move on to a different collection.
I
And then that might-
live. That's how, because I was telling myself I'm gonna make 5 builds. But I'm streaming every day. I'm working my ass off. I'm reaching new heights. I'm having fun. Why? I'm making
Shout
making
out-
20 builds
shout
if I
out Taylor
want to.
Swift.
Who the fuck said I can't? Now, my thing was I didn't want to make those builds and I not have as much fun because last year was not. It was a good 2K because we have each other to play with, but I felt like that game didn't deserve that amount of builds, and I felt like I had made a lot of bullshit to try to. I'm gonna try to make this build so we can play. No, fuck that. Kyron and whoever we playing with, y'all finna be better. I'm not finna be making.
I was thinking.
Not finna make
yesterday,
9 builds.
I was in the building. I'm like, man, these 7-4s got to be stopped. I need the ultimate defender. I was like, bro, I'm at like 30 points on the rec. Like, somebody else can do that shit. You know, I'm not gonna play defense when.
Well, if everything goes perfectly, them 7-4s get nerfed a little bit.
I hope so.
It's about
I hope
to.
so. I was
I can
telling
speak
people,
for that because I have a 610. They did something. They ain't announced it because they probably ain't go all in, but my 610 wasn't moving the same.
I don't know if you don't play rec as much.
And then I started to see tweets, and I ain't want to be like, man, I knew it because people would think I'm lying. But I asked Kamari. Me and Kamari ran, and I'm like, hold up.
They said
run
they ain't
another
touching
one.
it. They
They
said
said
they
they
ain't touching
didn't.
it.
But as a person I was unstoppable on that motherfucker, I still was unstoppable, but I got stopped a few times.
I literally quit out the last game. That's funny as hell. I literally quit out the last game of rec I played because I felt like that shit was pointless. We were playing a team.
Uh-huh. Oh, they had 7-4s?
They had 2 7-4 dudes, and what people are doing now is they'll have a guy with like Diamond Legend. He got the playmaker badge. They'll just keep throwing it to the
And catch and
7-4s.
shoot.
And no matter what you do, that shit is saying open. I'm steady like jumping at them. Foul and 1. It's still open though.
Yeah.
And it's just like no matter we could score 40 points in the quarter. They're gonna score 48 or whatever because it's just you can't stop it.
Yeah.
My boy said, I was unstoppable. I'm still unstoppable, but they stopped me a few times though.
Because for the first time in my life, my 610 is getting 89% contested. I'm like, since when? But I jump at a 7-4 and that shit is 11% or not contested at all.
I seen somebody get tackled out the air
And make it.
Fouled. He got tackled. He fell. He got fouled. He made the shot. This shit said 10% contested. They got to fix that shit, bro. That's the only. But other than that, the game is like
The game
super
is fun, bro.
I've kind of adapted to like
I see.
the offensive shit.
I see.
Where it's just like even if the other team's scoring, just go score back.
I be trying to tell Kyron, like, when we in rec, like, just shoot it so you can get the fit. It does take time to take a dumbass shot or a shot that don't feel open, but that's how basketball is. Jalen Brunson's shots don't always look like crystal clear. You can't, if you can only feel like you can shoot wide open, you're not going to be
Now,
successful.
I'm going to ask you this because I seen this conversation on Twitter, and I know where I stand. Should you be able to hit 100% contested shots?
Should
don't
you
really
be able to?
Yeah.
You should be able
Yeah,
to,
but
but it
it
should be
shouldn't be-
consistent.
Exactly.
Because my gripe with 2K years ago was that you couldn't make anything red was a guaranteed miss.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch NBA and I'm watching Kyrie Irving make red shots.
Mm-hmm.
But how often is Kyrie making red shots?
Right.
So you should be able to, but
Right.
you should not be able to.
Because there's that argument, and then other people are saying this is a video game. As much as you want to make it into a simulation, like from a competitive aspect, it's just not good for the game.
That's where I stand.
Yeah.
Where everybody talk about it's a video game, miss me with that. This is a competitive video game.
Yeah.
And there has never been a video game where I just didn't want anything but fakeness because it's a video game.
Right.
Even when I was a kid, I wanted something that was my thing when I was talking to Tiger and Momentum. Is like, it's a video game, so like, yeah, but it's like I would have no problem. I still think there can be an elite realm, even if the best shooters aren't shooting 75% from three. I would go into the rec and my stats would say I'm shooting 71% from the field and 72% from three on that KD build. That's cool, but that's some bullshit. Just being honest. Even though it's my build, that's some bullshit. I would have no problem if it said he shot 50, 40, 90, like the real NBA. But Momentum was saying to me, they need it that way, so now the bad players don't feel as bad because they're shooting 49% from three. So the elite will shoot 70, but the worst players, because if you cut it down to 40, the worst players now shoot 12%. But man, the worst players need to adapt and make a different fucking build.
Yeah. I mean, that was one of my
because now the
arguments
good
too.
players are going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, that was one of my arguments when I was just talking about in general. 2K is going to throw out a patch once they see everybody shooting like that. Maybe they do because it could be an offensive year. 2K has never just wanted people shooting above 60% from three.
Exactly.
Like they just never wanted that. That was the emphasis last year. It's like if you're shooting 40% from three, you're doing pretty damn good or whatever.
I also like a challenge. That's just me though. I like a challenge. I'm not trying to cheese. I cannot believe. Have fun, do what you want. I do think you're a weirdo if you're going in there. Now, my homie Joey 2K was on Twitter saying, man, we should get a lineup of 7-4s for a video. Now, if you want to do a video, that's cool. But we'll be casually at 11 o'clock at night going into the rec or pro-am, and you got 3 7-4s. Y'all not doing that for no video. Y'all doing that because y'all are weird.
For real.
There's not a competitive bone in your body. And to me, that's the thing is where, like, I understand cheese and I understand things where people are going to do it. But, like, I'm not fucking with that shit that much. I'm not going to be like KB, Mike, and me, let's make 7-4s and we'll be. I can't get hit with it, bro.
That shit not even fun.
I can't.
Winning is not that important. I mean, it's important, but it's not that important.
It ain't that important.
Where you no longer having fun to do the win.
Yeah.
That's why I think Zenning is probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard of.
I don't get that.
Like,
I have never played by myself and put the sliders on 99.
No.
Because what would be the fucking point?
Why am I playing this game if I know I'm just not going to miss? Like, yeah, there's no skill in that shit.
There's no, you know that urge that we got when we won that double overtime game? That felt fucking good because we went and earned it. But if we was just zenning, I don't even think you have that in you. You're just like, yeah, we won.
That's why, and I'm trying, for right now, those 7-4s, when I do a tournament, you can't bring those 7-4. Like, there's shit I'm just taking out the game, and people is like, 7-4s, they still slow though. They still slow. Like, that shit don't matter. They're cheese as hell right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just not play with it at all than to have somebody in there and try to regulate it.
Yeah.
Like, just leave that shit alone.
You ain't the only one. I've seen other tournaments do it. I'm with it, man. I just want to have fun. Like I said, y'all said Momentum was crying in the video, whatever. That shit don't mean that much to me. I want to win, but like I honestly be thinking that personally, I think the runs is getting a little dookie.
That's why I'm trying to do shit that's just like, I just want to bring fun to it. And again, these runs always consist of like the top 25 people because it's only 20 spots. All this cheese shit and like the lower half of the people that's trying to play, they're not going to guard no 7-4s.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to do all this shit. So to make it a little easier, I do kind of cater to the lower half. But again, the top whatever percent, they'll be just fine.
That
like you don't need no
cheese. They pissed me off
in
in that last run.
I heard a lot of backlash
because
from
like
other teams.
I didn't even know why y'all still doing that shit.
I went in there knowing it was the first one, and I didn't even want to do it. But I'm like, fuck, it's the first one. It ain't that big of a deal. Fuck it. I was trying to set up my stream. So this is the type of shit they do, KB. This is where they make me mad. You know, we play the game to win, but to win a Mike ain't going to make me mad if I lose it.
Yeah.
So I draft a team. This is what I say to myself when I draft a team. I'm drafting people I know that's going to at least talk. Because I won't be pissed off if Jordy going to talk, King Morgan going to talk. We'll be cool. We'll figure out the rest. I don't even know their positions. I draft a team so crazy, I have to be the point guard. I never wanted to bring my point guard to the runs. That was never what it was made for. But it's like, fuck it. Who cares? It ain't that big of a deal. They match us up with Momentum in them team, who is the complete opposite of us. This means the world. they just, man, I'm talking about, man, they have passed up on some sex for this shit. This shit is bigger than Nino Brown to them, man. Like, this shit is everything. And I'm having fun. We playing. We losing. I'm still telling my team, oh, they got a better team. So I'm like, hey, man, it's all good. Like, just get back. Like, just shoot. We just lock in. Just try to have a better first half. We end up coming back. We lose by 3. The second game, they turn they shit up a notch. They leaking.
That leaking shit is
ISO
just
doing the
blows my
fadeaway
mind,
shit.
bro. That leaking shit blows my mind.
And then they win. They end up coming in the chat talking to shit. And and I think one of Momentum teammates, like his homie Trisha, whatever. And that's how I had to tell him, like, bro, it was all cool. Y'all had won. It wasn't a big deal. But this is where y'all blow me. This type of shit they do, KB. I'm setting up for the stream. So they trying to draft. I end up telling them, like, man, get somebody else to draft because this is the first one. It ain't that big of a deal. Let me set this up. Somebody will pick me up. I'll be okay. Small is like, bet. Who want to step in for P? KB, nobody say nothing. For 2 or 3 minutes. Nobody say nothing. Yeah. So I say, hey, man, I'm literally like plugging in some shit because Penny be unhooking my mic. So I'm like, I'm trying to plug my shit in. I'm like, let me plug my shit. I'll unmute. Hey, man, fuck it. I'll be a captain. If it's this serious to y'all, I'll be a captain while I set up my stream, and I'm going to just pick people that I know. But, like, fuck it. Come on. Mike picked a guy, Michael from downtown. Now, I've met Mike. We met Michael downtown in person. He cool.
Oh, okay.
Mike pick him and come back around and Mike pick. Hey, man, Michael from downtown got a scouting report on every fucking person in here. So I say, hey, man, why the fuck didn't you just be a captain? He telling Mike, hey, man, get him. He got 79 strength. His 3-point percentage is a 55. Get him. He can help off ball.
But you know what happened, though, Pete?
Why the fuck ain't you a captain then? Why was you not talking when it was time to be a captain? Now you get picked and now you're telling your captain everything about being a captain.
Yeah.
Same thing with Momentum, homie Tristan. Tristan, you played well. You made some shots. You was doing your shit cool. Y'all won. Do not come in my chat because this has been confirmed. When Tristan is on any other team but Momentum, he's ass and he sells and he doesn't. He don't even get on his mic. So you're a dick sucking to win. Don't talk to me. You can't talk shit to me.
That's what killed me, bro. Because
this is what they do, KB. They do under the table. They Kawhi Leonard to get on the same teams in a LaMelo Ball run. This ain't 100,000. I had to tell them in the stream. I said, hey, Tristan, let me know what car you get with that reward y'all got for winning the tournament. Let me know which car you buy. Because that's how y'all playing. Like y'all about to divvy up 250,000. And y'all really just gonna go in the chat and say y'all won to fucking Smalls or PB or Devin. Come on, bro.
Man, they might be crying over when they lose.
Crying and shit. And didn't even lose a series. Lost a game.
They was crying in game 1 is crazy.
Crying. Crying.
Yeah.
And this is why I be like, man, I be liking y'all.
That's why
I be liking y'all until I see a little bit more than I want to see. And I be like, bro, this is corny.
Ain't that life?
Momentum, I love you. You my dog, Johnny. I follow these guys on Instagram and everything. Keep up with them in their real life, and then they do shit like that. Be like, bro, holy shit, I'm gonna have to unfollow.
What he be doing with it? What he be doing with his lip?
He tell me something. Demon, ISO's a demon.
Yeah, I told you them be those guys you losing to when you get off work trying to play a game of rec and it say you're going against the 12th team in the world. That's the dude you losing to right there.
But I be having to remind them in a non-cocky way. Y'all don't want to do this. Y'all know we got platforms, right? Because I will go hit up Joe Knows and bring him in for a LaMelo Ball run if he got some time. I would definitely go get Joey 2K. Joey 2K told me, hey, man, we got to run.
Click on the back end too.
Click. I will go get a fucking
50 on the low.
Come on, man. I go get motherfuckers who really do this shit. Fuck you talking about? Hey, man, come play with me. I'll raid your stream after. Give me my 200.
Well, that said, Mike and P been streaming super heavily on 2K. So if you want to what the fuck?
That's after somebody hit a shot at Zuke, a dagger.
That boy's fiending. He needed that win. So if y'all want to see, who was at my house right streams, not just these runs, but also we've been playing collectively as a group. That's been fun.
That's
too.
what I really stream.
Bro,
I don't know
need
if
them
I'm
pro-am team. I like our pro-am.
Me
runs,
too.
man.
Also, I do too, but also
Tiger Woods. Was
Tiger
killing.
was
was cooking, but we also playing teams that are in the lowest tier. It was like 3-0.
But y'all didn't see all the awards.
Tiger was
you
fucking
get.
killing though for sure.
They be saying that's the KD right now.
Oh, he really liked that.
But listen to
Because
this
he got
though.
like the 6'11 build.
Oh, that's what his build is?
He's
6'11"?
Yeah.
I didn't even
6'11",
look. He didn't look that
Bro,
tall.
you know, Momentum and them do all that shit. He came into the Discord talking to me and Tiger and was complaining about Tiger's build. Now, you played with Tiger, and you obviously have played with him. He's just getting to it. He's not doing nothing cheesy.
I fuck with him.
Now, ISO can hoop too, but he's fading from half court, KB.
Bro,
and
I
Momentum is
tell-
complaining about, he's saying that what Tiger does is worse than ISO.
Look at that. Tiger was kind of just
He
getting
just
it when
hoops.
he could. Yeah.
That's why we love playing with Tiger, because he don't do no cheesy shit. He literally just
I
comes
know
out
he
and
a
plays
real
basketball.
2K player too, though.
He
I
was
know.
getting to his spots.
Yeah. And it's just
He
like,
didn't complain about a single thing when we was doing some dumb shit.
and that's why
rotations.
I told ISO yesterday, like when it comes to that cheese, I know myself, I do some cheesy shit on video games. ISO is like that to the extreme.
Yes, bro.
Like I'm talking about, I keep bringing it up when we was playing Madden together. It was like this glitch around. He's running this shit every play. This is not a game where he's winning Madden coin. You're playing against me.
Oh, I didn't know
You're
ISO
playing
was
against,
like this.
You're
I
playing
thought it was just a
against
2K
me.
shit.
Yeah, it's just like he's one of them dudes that loves the cheese.
But what pissed me
shit.
about ISO,
Yeah.
he can actually play. I've
Yeah.
seen him without cheese.
Yeah, no. That's why I say when you don't have the 7-4s in there,
I've seen it without
you,
cheese.
that shit shouldn't matter because you were gonna hoop anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
why do you even matter if I'm banning the 7-4s or make it a deal?
I haven't
If
seen
that's
anybody
not
in
even-
our Discord that got a crazy 7-4 anyway.
But that's why I want to stop before I even get to that point. Because, I mean, they're probably going to patch it, but who knows how they do it. I don't want somebody to be like, man, watch next one when I got my 7-4 and, I got my line. Like, I just don't even want to get to that point.
Mo is the only one that got that type of 7-4.
You lose a turn, now I want to bring out my 7-4, and I'm going to bring 2 7-4s. I'm going to bring my point guard.
Hey,
to
just
seven-
That's
know
what happens.
we
I
cracking
don't
down
wanna
on
see that shit
all
happen
whole
at all.
ass shit.
Sometimes y'all refer to momentum as Mo, and sometimes y'all refer to Mo Salah as Mo.
ever.
Mo, yeah.
Mo
100% you've called momentum Mo before.
You have.
Because
Yeah, I
I was
do.
like, wait, Mo
Momentum
Salah?
is never Mo. Never.
Mo
That's like
don't-
when you say, man, I love Melo. Who? Which one? Motherfucker, stop talking to me before I frick your
Mo
fucking
Salah comes up like the beginning of every 2K because it's just like,
Because I remember
he
you-
averaging
you
like 30 in the record.
You
or some
told
shit.
somebody, yeah, you just got to go talk to Mo about your badges. And I was thinking like, Mo Salah?
Nah,
He
no
was like,
momentum.
no, momentum.
Momentum.
I think he said that
Momentum-
to Derek.
Mo-
Yeah, then you gonna
momentum
tell
is
him
just
to talk to
more
momentum. Don't tell
active
Derek
in
to
the
talk to his
Discord.
ass
So he
about
said
badges.
Mo.
How many people in the community do y'all have y'all seen like pictures of? Like y'all know what they look like?
Mo Salah.
You know,
He
I've
sent
never
me a
seen
picture of himself because I said, I'm like, boy, I don't know how your ass look. He like, check your phone, bro. And I'm like, oh, this is Mo.
It's like, bro, what time is it where you at? It's 5 a.m, man. I'm like, oh, okay.
I've seen Mo. I've seen JoJo. I've seen
I
Momentum.
don't know JoJo. I do know
I've
JoJo. I do
seen
know JoJo.
Kamari, Morgan, Hurlins,
Smalls, obviously.
Smalls.
Mhm. I've seen
Michael, y'all say y'all met Michael from
Michael
downtown.
from downtown. You did too.
Where at?
Indianapolis All-Star Weekend. He caught us crossing the street.
No recollection.
Oh
Sorry,
no, you
Michael.
wasn't there. Right, we was crossing the street. Just me, you, and Derek.
Oh, okay.
He also came to EJ game at a U of I.
Oh, shout out to bro.
So he pulled up for that. Yeah, that's my dog. Who else we know, man? We know more motherfuckers than that.
I'm looking through the chat right now.
I've never seen ISO though. I follow ISO on Instagram and everything. I rated him. Motherfucker just hide his face.
I've seen videos of ISO. He be posting clips of him hooping
Oh, okay.
in the chat sometimes. But
Is he nice?
He be coaching
Alright.
and shit.
Yeah, he's my coach.
Oh,
right
is
now.
that the one who said he got the ACL injury?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That's
No.
JoJo.
Oh, okay.
No, JoJo said he tore his labrum, didn't he?
No, it's ACL.
His ACL.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because he said the school he coach at, they make him be on a wheelchair. You can't have crutches. They
Oh
banned
yeah, I
him.
did say that.
So he rolling around a wheelchair. Yeah, I don't. Who else? Like Tiger Wood. Know how Tiger Wood look?
Yeah,
You ever
I've
seen him?
on
You ever
stream
seen?
before.
I'm gonna show you. Tiger Wood. He one of those people where his face don't match his voice.
Yeah, it don't really.
Really?
He
Is
got
he
it.
black?
He
Yeah,
he's
okay.
black.
he got that soft ass voice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he better be black because I've heard him say a few words. Yeah, he better be black.
Because he got his face came up when he be streaming.
Okay.
Again, when I be in Tiger streams though, this should be pissing me off. Cause motherfuckers be going in to Tiger if he losing.
I actually have seen him before.
Okay.
Yeah, I have seen him before.
They be talking about, I put my money on you, Tiger. It's a random ass dude placing money on a 2K game.
That's crazy to me, man.
Oh, A-Bugs. Know how A-Bugs look.
Yeah, shout out to the community, man. Y'all have done a great job of being cool.
A-Bugs
cool.
And not being like,
A-Bugs
weird
funny.
aspect, yeah.
Because A-Bug's character in 2K be looking just like him.
I don't know if
It
I've
is a
ever seen
face that you see everywhere. A-Bugs just look like a whole half of New York. We played against somebody and he was like, nah, A-Bugs ain't with them. He on a team. He playing against. I'm like, bro, that's not A-Bugs. Bro.
That shit look just like him.
Look just like him.
Hell no.
Go ahead, Mike.
End it. We'd like to say thank you for listening to this podcast. Make sure you leave it a like. Drop a comment, and we will see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, don't forget to tell us that we got your favorite player one spot lower than what you would have had him in. Tell us why.
Of course. See y'all soon.
Peace.
Peace.